Yeah, showtime.
Hey,
Young, can you see me?
we back.
Clear enough for you?
I've been listening to that album for the last week and a half.
Yeah,
Picture me rolling, baby.
Me rolling. If you don't know, you won't know. But you do know, it's your favorite show. I go by the name Young Cartier Camo.
It's your boy Skillet.
And this is
A Tribe Called Culture,
man.
Hey.
Back in this thing, still curating the cultural conversation, you know, like we always do.
Oh.
I got the power, I'm having so much money, need a money counter. I just served a nigga $quarter-pounder, if he ain't by the bed, and it don't really matter. Whoa, I got to pack like Green Bay Packers, I got to say like a linebacker.
Like we always do it this time.
Yeah,
man. Shit. For mine. See, you
been alright, bro?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I've been just working like a mug.
I've been keeping you busy, man. Hard working man in the business. We know that about you.
I got my backlog all caught up. I'm good. I knocked out. I finished editing the wedding photos, all the graduation shoots, the prom shoots.
Signlanguage.com.
Yeah, literally.
Signlanguage.com.
All of the dark room shoots are done. I'm done. I'm caught up. I got 3 shoots today. Well, when this comes out, I got 3 shoots today. Then I got 1 Friday. Yeah, I'm a little busy, but I'm caught up on everything else.
You heard it, man. You heard my dog, man. Staying busy out here, booked and busy.
Trying to be.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I can be.
Shout out to all the members of the tribe, man, that's been rocking with us.
Y'all.
Been telling you people to subscribe and all of that good stuff, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're going to keep this thing going and growing like I always say. But shit, without further ado, I ain't going to long talk here and whatnot. We're going to get into it. Currently in the culture. Let's do it, man. Well, shit. First, the pictures surfaced last night. All the rappers and the celebrities at the Met Gala joint.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing them last night.
That nigga Future popped out with the new look. They saying niggas saying he look like Wanda Sykes. I would say Orlando Brown. All type of comparisons. What's your thoughts on Future debuting the new look, man? You think his locks was too trademarked to his image, or you think this gonna work for him? A rebrand at this point? What you think?
I didn't like the color of it, but I mean, it's
Lenny Kravitz type.
Yeah, that shit looked a little wild.
That nigga look like Lenny Kravitz, right? He was like, I want to get away.
Hey.
I want to fly. Hey.
It wasn't bad. His outfit was compared to everybody else, his outfit was a little more muted in comparison to everybody else. Kind of
the outfit I definitely wasn't feeling, bro.
What's the old boy name with that weird hat and the turquoise green shirt? I thought he was a straight rapper. What's the nigga name? He had the sleeves, the no sleeves. It was green with the stripes, that big ass hat.
I ain't see it.
Fuck. I seen that shit all day.
It don't surprise me. All them niggas go to them type of events and dress weird as hell because they know it's gonna make headlines.
I didn't like
you know what I'm saying?
I didn't like ASAP Rocky's braids. That shit looked fucked up.
ASAP Rocky is one of them niggas who get so much credit for fashion influence, but I never think he's fly.
I don't either. So it ain't just me.
I swear, I don't see what they see in it, but
I don't either.
Hey, teach his own, man.
Hey, my boo Janelle Monáe though, she was fire.
Word.
She had on a suit, so it was kind of the same outfit, but so she had on
the same outfit as Rocky.
No. Oh. So her overcoat was like this big ass red and black, looked like a Jack or a Joker card, like as far as kind of the concept. It had these broad shoulders, and they took it off, and it was she'd be wearing the suits. It was a fitted version of it. The fitted joint was fire. Her shit was dope. I liked what's my girl name? Tiara.
Whack.
No, not Tiara. Shit. Tiana Taylor, excuse me. Tiana Taylor joint was hot. I didn't like her do-rag, but everything else I thought was dope. She had like a maroon kind of burgundy joint. It was kind of like a suit.
Oh, she had the do-rag on.
She had a do-rag with like almost like not quite a bowler hat, but something to that, like a Dick Tracy joint. And it was like maroon or burgundy, whatever you want to call it, and like a little bit of white and black. That bitch was hard. I wasn't feeling the do-rag, but everybody else on the internet seemed to like it. So I was cool with that. Zendaya shit was fire. She had on white. Who else had on some dope shit? Kim K, her shit was still revealing, but not, for lack of a better word, slutty looking. It was it was skin, but it was it was less Kanye influenced. It was cool.
To everybody that got fly and popped out at the Met Gala event, man. I ain't seen all the pictures, but I definitely seen that Future cut, and I was seeing niggas getting their jokes off, and I'm like, yo, that's interesting, because Future and his look, you know what I'm saying, has always been a big part of his popularity as far as just his dreads and how he change up the dreads and do different colors, and for him to just pop back out at this point, over 40. I guess he just felt like it was time. But imagine like Lil Wayne cut his dreads off.
I would love for him to cut them shits off. They look disgusting.
But imagine seeing Lil Wayne with a haircut. That shit look weird as hell because he's always had long hair. Like,
yeah, he done had. I ain't never seen him without hair. Like, even at the Hot Boys had, like early Hot Boys, he had braids, like cornrows. They were short, but he had cornrows. And then he just had like the fro like Future had last night, but it wasn't blondish orange.
Hey man. Shout out to them though, man. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts on Future's new look and how that's gonna work out for him.
So it didn't move.
Nah, I was just it made the headlines he wanted to make though. I mean, I guess if the purpose was I'm gonna pop out and everybody gonna be like,
they definitely look
mission accomplished.
Yeah, Dolce and Pharrell. I guess Pharrell is like the designer for Louis.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They did like a group thing. They all their outfits kind of.
You said Dolce.
Yeah, Dolce and a few other people. Their outfits were cool. Dolce's was all right. It wasn't trash. It wasn't amazing. It had like the LV, those little circles and I don't know, the little cross-looking things all over. It was cool. The texture was cool. It wasn't the greatest outfit, but it was cool.
Word. Well, shit, man. We're gonna move on to the new music releases that dropped since the last episode.
I feel like I missed a bunch of it.
See, I got indie artists first. We're gonna mention the indie artists. Shout out to all the indie artists, man, that's been dropping all 2025, keeping y'all foot on their neck, saying, hey, you gonna respect this. I know y'all think indie artists or local music, this and that, but this ain't that. Shout out to all the niggas showing them this ain't that with your hustle and your grind and your presentation. That ain't this. And this ain't that.
That bitch on strap. Hey!
Yeah. Hey, man. If you know, you know. Hey, you better know.
That was a great time.
Man, what a time. But shit, all right. Indie artist releases. By the way, this episode 32. I ain't said that yet.
Is it?
This episode 32.
Hey,
Magic Johnson.
Hey.
Magic Johnson around this bitch. You feel me? Hey. 32 Entertainment.
Hey.
All right, so the artist Jordan Lawson. He dropped this album, Free Falling.
I enjoyed it. My favorite song is the very last song. I added it to my cruising playlist. It's dope. I don't know who he is or where he came from, but it's dope.
He worked with the with Winter 97.
Well, I knew that, but I don't know his past track.
Oh, okay,
outside of that. But yeah, they had a really good promotional campaign for him. It was dope.
Yeah, shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to Jordan Lawson. Y'all check that out. Big 20 Spook dropped the single Free White.
Okay.
Shout out to Big 20 Spook. Oz the God dropped the single called PTSD.
I did check that out. I enjoyed it.
Shout out to Oz the God. And then I seen Lil Cliff drop the song called Javad.
Okay.
So y'all go check that out, man. Okay. Go support the indie artists. I ain't seen no other projects or singles that dropped since the last episode. But if I missed some, y'all definitely point me in the direction so I can check it out. The support, I like to support dope shit around the way for sure. And in the mainstream, notable releases. Young Thug, it dropped the song in the video with Future. Did you happen to scroll past?
I did check that one out, yeah.
Well, they got
my bad, I ain't hear that one.
They dropped the song Money on Money. It was highly anticipated because, you know, it's the first official Young Thug release since he been out of situation. I wasn't all that impressed by it. And I've been seeing mixed reviews online. Some people that just...
What kind of bop it got to it? Like the old Thug or...
Nah, it sounded like he trying to give us a new version of him.
In a good way or a bad way? I guess like what would you compare it to? I'm not a
Thug fan, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask, but the Thug fans are saying, nah, this ain't what we like from him.
Like that buzzing at the bendo.
I guess. It do sound like he enunciating the shit a little bit more.
We can understand him more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one thing I do notice about that song, and then the features that he that was on Lil Baby album, and I think Cardi. I think, so that's all the releases he done put out since he been home. But I have noticed, like, the enunciation sounds a little bit more clear now. And obviously the content ain't exactly
he ain't gonna be talking about the same street shit. He ain't trying to...
but I don't know, but some people say, yeah, he back, this it. And some people saying that ain't it. But he got an album that's supposed to drop within the next month or so. So we're going to see if he got some slaps on there or if it's a Bobby Shmurda situation.
Yeah, Bobby fell all the way off.
Yeah, you feel when niggas down, go to jail, and niggas have all the respect for him. He held it down, salute, and then the nigga finally come home, put out some shit.
Fuck with it.
And niggas like crickets.
It gotta be good too, though.
It happens.
It gotta be good. Wayne came out of jail. His was cool. It wasn't what we was accustomed to.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It's some niggas that do it, and
Tupac got out and dropped All Eyes on Me, baby.
T.I.
Yeah, he came back with not Paper Trail. What was it? Paper Trail was before,
we talked about
right?
that on the episode with NRG, about the boys, the ones that had
the good comeback from
comeback after being locked down. All right, who else? 2 Chainz dropped a dope song.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
check for that. I do fuck with 2 Chainz.
Isley Brothers.
Is it got that smooth sample feel
got
to
the
it?
Isley Brothers on that thing called the ATL Experience.
Okay.
Yeah, I fuck with that. Y'all check that out. Quavo and Takeoff, new song dropped called Dope Boy Phone.
It felt like ever since he got murdered by that singing nigga, it just been over with for Quavo.
He ain't feeling none of that.
Not lately. I mean, not that I was the biggest Migos fan, but I did enjoy what they would do together.
And a couple songs I was rocking with. I like the Lenny Kravitz remake. I like what he did on that. I like the one he had with the we talked about that's just how I was raised, stuck in my Georgia way with Luke Bryan and Jelly Roll or somebody, I think.
I think you told me about
that one was cool. It's a couple of them he done dropped that I ain't think was ones that I would revisit, but I ain't just gonna say that he just been having all misses since that Chris Brown situation.
Well, I think he done fell off collectively with the Migos because they did their own thing.
They sound all together has kind of just especially since Takeoff passed. They just people just
and then people kind of started. A lot of people stole their style, so that kind of oversaturated. That's fair
for sure. But I hope nobody can recapture the popularity he once had, man.
I don't think we got to talk about that one of these days. What artists have had a big fall off and made it back? I don't think there's ever been one.
We discussed that too.
I feel like we did. Yeah,
we did.
Because I don't know if.
All right, and then Coco Jones. Shout out to Coco Jones.
I fuck with her music.
She dropped a new album.
That should be right.
Called Why Not More. I haven't had a chance to hear it yet.
I haven't heard it either, but I like her singles.
Listen to it because I like her music and I want to support her, especially with her being from South Carolina. She's doing big things. We got to salute that, support that. You feel me?
You seen they were giving her shit, not giving her a hard time, but like her label a hard time about like under promoting.
I did. I happened to see that clip where she went to Breakfast Club.
Yeah, because it felt like the album coming out tomorrow, and that was it.
According to them.
Did you feel like it was promoted?
They said Def Jam. Well, I didn't know about it until that incident. Yeah. Honestly, when I was looking up releases and compiling this list, I didn't see that until I saw the headline about Charlamagne calling out her label.
Yeah, he said something
he wasn't wrong for that.
Yeah, he said something like they didn't send them the album to listen to. How can I really, if your album come out the day you come do an interview, you are...
That's what they want.
Yeah, we got to hear it. Vibe out to it.
They want them to be. They want the journalists to be familiar with the music and ask questions about the songs and how they came about.
Yeah.
How
you only know the singles,
right? How I'm gonna do that if you just sitting there right before the artist walked in?
I can't listen to this.
It makes everybody unprepared. I wasn't mad at it. It was a valid grievance in my opinion.
But I like he didn't say it in a trolling like the old Charlamagne where he would have been trolling and being funny. Yeah. He was like being very genuine.
And that wasn't her fault.
No. She don't control that. Yeah.
But he was just like, Def Jam don't care about you.
I didn't know she was even signed to Def Jam. I thought it was like some not indie, but like
I did not know she was signed to Def Jam. I didn't know she signed nobody. I didn't know anybody was still signed to Def Jam.
Boy, you hell.
Not for real, because like their biggest acts just was leaving.
Yeah.
So I didn't think that was still a thing. A lot of them boutique labels that was popping over the years, especially the ones we grew up on, ain't still in existence.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
But shit, Coco Jones dropped a new album.
Keep going, I'm gonna turn this fan. I feel like it's background noise like a motherfucker. If we get hot again, I'd turn it back.
Allergies, man. Got me talking like Gucci Man a little bit. Key Glock dropped the album Glockavelli.
I know his name, but I don't know his music like that.
Well, he got a fan base, man. People out there. Y'all
he ain't from Cali?
Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah, he was Young Dolph protege artist.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Benny the Butcher dropped the album called Excelsior.
I might check that out. I do like his music.
And then Lloyd Banks, OG Lloyd
Oh,
Banks,
shit.
dropped a new project, All or Nothing 3.
Is it a mixtape or is it an actual album? Or nowadays it's kind of the same.
Yeah,
thing.
nowadays
Yeah, that's
kinda,
true. Yeah.
they all going up for sale, so it's kind of the same shit. But yeah, All or Nothing 3. I think that started as a mixtape series.
That's why I asked. Yeah, I thought that was.
But yeah, nowadays
It's
the
all the
lines
same
have been
shit.
blurred.
Because I don't think he's signing no label anyway.
I know it ain't G on it.
Nah,
Whoever
I
distributes.
don't think they even exist no more, do it? Except for movies and shit, TV shows.
Yeah, probably just a film company now. But yeah, I know it's some G Unit fans out there that grew up on that. They like, oh, Banks drop? Somebody
Hey,
gonna watch this
he
shit and
still be
finna go
rapping
look at
now.
that. Oh yeah, he always been dope.
He be rapping now.
Somebody just heard us say that and they finna pause this shit and finna go look
I'll
up
be
that
right
Banks.
back, tribe.
Be right back, tribe. Finna go check out that Banks. Shout out to Banks, man.
Yeah, I'm with it.
And then the dude DDG.
Oh, that's the guy cut his dreads off too. He got
I
a baby
did
with
see
Halle
that.
Berry, Halle Bailey. Excuse me. Yeah,
Halle Berry.
they both fine shit.
Yeah. Now, DDG dropped the album. Now, it was an interesting concept behind the album, too.
Okay.
The album is called Blame the Chat. You know, he do the
He be
streaming
eating
stuff.
up that social media shit.
Yeah, you know, he started off as a YouTuber or whatever. Now
before
he,
music?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Now he in the streaming world because
Yeah.
most of them YouTuber niggas are doing the streaming now.
Yeah.
And so apparently he came up with the idea to allow his audience on his live Twitch to pick all the beats, all the features,
I'm
and
not
help
mad at
him
that. That's
compile a
kinda cool.
project. And he did it all on his live Twitch over the 7 days.
Oh, like
I
recorded
think.
it and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So he did that.
He got the
and
interaction
called
and
Blame
pulled the families in, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
fucks with the concept.
I ain't heard the project yet. I'm gonna check it out, but I think that's creative approach. You know what I'm saying? In today's climate where you got to figure out some
Yeah,
type of
'cause
creative
they the ones
approach to
buying it and streaming it, yeah.
Exactly.
Only music I know from him is that song, him and Coi Leray, which I think is actually a pretty cool song. But outside that, like if I hear it, I don't be knowing it's DDG.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of his music,
Yeah.
but it's an audience on the internet that definitely fuck with dude. And
Yeah, I'm old.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, how that came about and the whole concept. And I was like, okay, that's kind of dope. I salute dope shit, dope ideas. You know what I'm saying? You think they could start some new shit like what niggas
For
might?
their generation, yes. For our generation, probably not, because I don't think we get so engulfed into interacting with the internet. Most of it, not all, but most of us, I think we do. At least for me, I'm gonna make my post. I'm ducking up out that bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but I could be
don't
wrong.
know, bro. A lot of them, as far as artists in the music world, they all showing up on these people's streams to interact with their audience.
I seen Lil Zane on TikTok Live. I've seen like even I don't know if Zane would be considered a legacy act, but
All of them niggas do like
Yeah.
TikTok Live, Instagram
Yeah.
Live, but I'm talking about going to these
and letting them actually
streaming
give
joints
feedback.
like Twitch, like, you know what I'm saying? All the little Rumble, the different streaming platforms where
who
they
be on there? Like our generation's music. I don't know.
a lot of artists, whoever dropping music go to them shit. That like we talked,
I ain't know that.
we
I know
talked about
T-Pain
that
do it.
before too. Like them be the new media rounds.
T-Pain does that shit, don't he? He do the
He do it too.
Twitch or whatever it's
Them
called.
shits be the new media round. Not necessarily them niggas doing the stream themselves, but they'll go and be a guest on someone
Oh, like
else's
Kevin
shit.
Hart was on there.
Right.
Okay,
And they'll
yeah.
talk about
I think
their
that's a good
upcoming
move, yeah.
project. So it wouldn't be nothing for them if you going to be a guest on such and such stream, like
Yeah.
DDG stream, and I'm gonna let your audience tell me who they want to see me do a song with and who should make the beat. And
That's actually pretty cool. I ain't mad at that. I like that concept. It's interactive like a
I
motherfucker.
can see if that shit work for him. I can see people.
Yeah. I don't think it
trying
will work
out
for
them.
everybody though.
It probably won't.
Yeah.
But I can see people in this monkey see, monkey do
copying
era.
that hell, yeah.
People be like, shit, I'm finna do this shit too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nigga, they ain't your
Man,
audience.
be having a bunch of duds. Like, well, why you let them idiots tell you to go do a song with such and such?
What is they drop with the clues bombs?
Just drop on the clues bomb. He always say that shit, man. Just to take shots and flip. Drop on the clues bomb. And shout to Charlamagne, man, Carolina.
I'm telling you, bro.
In other news,
Subscribe to the tribe.
subscribe to the tribe. Definitely do that
Yes,
before
sir.
you do anything else. And after
Yes.
you do that, subscribe again, nigga. Nah,
2 times.
if we missed any new releases, man, y'all definitely drop them in the comments. Let
Yes,
us know
sir.
about y'all forgot about, cause I be trying to
Yeah, we got lives too.
keep up with all this shit. It's a lot of music drop every day, B.
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
stupid.
In other news, what's your thoughts on this stupid ass debate that came back around at the gorilla 100 men versus a gorilla, man. Let's get Uncle Skillet's thoughts on this shit.
Oh shit, Uncle Skillet. Being completely honest, man. Man, it's niggas that get beat up by one human, by one nigga.
This is true.
But we supposed to go and beat up a gorilla.
This is true.
As a unit. And if we have weaponry, that's different. But bruh, they talking about 100 bare knuckle.
See, I never seen details discussed about if niggas is allowed to have weapons.
No, it's no weapons. It's just bare hands. I
don't really think weapons will help.
If we got guns, I'm shooting that nigga up.
I think it's gonna take a heavy gun to fuck up a gorilla, bro.
I'm gonna put it this way: if I ain't gonna be none of them 100, but if I had to be, I need to be like number 99 or 98.
Coming in
so
the last.
Let y'all first 20, 30 niggas get fucked up. He be
coming in like Bronny James.
Hey, I'm trying to be last in the draft, baby. I'm just saying, let them niggas get fucked up. Then I will come through. So it'll be like waves, like 20. Because you gotta think too, though. They say like if you about to get jumped by a group of dudes, you're supposed to put your back against the wall. Because if it's only so many people can punch you, and so many people can punch you at the same time. Yeah. If it's 30 people, they can't all punch you at the same, hit you at the same time.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So, because they would be hitting each other at that point.
Yeah.
So, man, hell no. Like, if we do, no, bro, man, I'm telling you, dog, it's niggas who get beat up by one person. But we supposed to all beat up a gorilla.
Right?
And we can only so many of us can actually inflict some type of pain on them at the same time.
Man, I think niggas be too confident in their abilities, man. There's too many niggas out here that think they can whoop anybody, any creature in the world, and it's like, nigga, you might be tough in your neighborhood, but chill out, bro.
It's niggas scared of dogs, but you're supposed to beat up a gorilla.
We're talking about a fucking gorilla, dog.
A silverback. They ain't talking about no little Rafiki from the Lion King. He talking about
I don't see that going well for the human. I see a bunch of humans picking themselves up, fucked up, if they make it out alive. That nigga might be so mad that y'all even tried that he might make sure he stomp everybody's brains out.
And they have enough grip strength to crush a human skull. We ain't talking about Rafiki. We talking about fighting Tarzan Daddy.
We talking about one big ass slap and it might knock out 20 niggas.
Why this conversation keep coming back around?
I don't know, because I was finna say this ain't the first time that this shit has came up and niggas like, and it's just funny how little shit like that captures the internet and so many grown people be like,
we'll fuck that
engulfed in this conversation. Like, nah, y'all stupid as hell, man.
If we done had this podcast, I wouldn't give a fuck about that time.
Me and my game first.
Bruh.
Shut the hell up.
No, don't get me wrong. If I get about 100 Aaron Donalds or about 100 prime Mike Tysons, okay, that might be a little different. 100 means? Hell no. Hell no.
Niggas is wild.
I can fight a little bit, but I ain't beating up no gorilla, dog.
Niggas is wild, bro.
I'll be number 97.
Yeah, I be laughing at the conversations or the arguments or debates and shit that go viral and take the world by storm. Be like, 100 niggas, y'all niggas try that shit if you want to.
I'm not.
Try that shit if you want to.
Bro, you seen the other one they got going around? Would you smack your spouse for $1 billion?
Nah.
No, punch your significant.
Nah,
shit, I am for $1 billion with a B.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
So you wouldn't do it for $1 billion?
I scroll past them joints when I see them, bro.
Bruh, she can punch me all in the face.
That's too outlandish for me to even
just
entertain,
one time.
Bro.
Just hit her with the hair, with that snuff.
Another thing that's been all over the internet, man.
Yes, sir.
Is the girl go by the name of Too Exotic J, the mixed girl that been doing that.
I've been seeing that.
You been seeing that everywhere.
Yeah. They making her more viral by talking shit about her.
What's your thoughts on people? First of all, for her being from South Carolina, I feel like she getting too much hate from people around here.
I didn't know she's from here.
Yeah, she from somewhere called Mullins, South Carolina.
Where the fuck is that at?
I don't know.
That nigga said who?
I don't know. It's
in
South Carolina. Here. Shout out to Mullins. If we got any tribe members in Mullins.
What my phone? I'm finna Google how far.
Ain't mean no disrespect.
Shit, I ain't never heard of. But please subscribe and enjoy watching the show.
But we can't disrespect them because we ain't never heard of.
That's always love. Shit, I don't know the Mullins. Mullin.
Mullins, South Carolina.
That shit is 100. Let me not tell where we at, but
it's far.
Hell, your shit is over.
It's in the Midlands.
It's going towards Florence.
Okay.
That shit over 3 hours away.
Okay. Well, yeah, shout out to her.
Yeah.
She go by the
That's
name
towards
of Too
Myrtle Beach.
Exotic
We on
J.
the other side.
She go by the name of Too Exotic J. She been going viral with the whatever you call that dance routine.
The line dancing.
The line dance.
But it's another girl who invented
the mashup song. Yeah. That's why I heard some people mad at her because they said somebody else invented the dance and she's the one that's
Bro, she getting paid 6 racks to come do that shit.
Who is it to really be mad at in that case though? Not her, because she made a video and people wanted to book her to come do it. Like,
well, some people saying this. I don't know if any of this is true, but some people seem to be mad because she hasn't been paying homage to the person who actually created the dance. Then some people are mad because she's claiming to be mixed, but I don't know if she's actually mixed. But some people are saying her stepdad is black, not her actual dad is black. I don't know if none of that's true. Then another person,
I don't think she know all that white girl.
She don't look completely white.
Nah, she look like she mixed with something. Yeah,
yeah. So that
takes one to know one.
You stupid. He mixed. Hey, I'm like barely. My mama mixed. I'm
takes
not
one
mixed.
to know one.
But,
if your mama mixed, then you mixed, nigga.
Man, when I get pulled over there, I'm be like, "Hi, mixed Negro." They go,
no matter
nigga,
what they say when you pulled over there. If your mama mixed, you mixed.
My daddy black though, so I'm black.
That ain't how it work.
You crazy as hell.
That means you're part black, but if
I'm
you have
black.
any mix in your two parents, nigga, you mixed.
But my mom mixed with like 3 different things.
Okay, so that means you're mixed with 3 different things on your mother's side, and you're black on your father's side.
Well, I'm mostly black. How about that? But anyway,
this nigga don't want to embrace his damn heritages and shit. Man, they gonna be mad at you out there, dog.
What the mixed gang?
The people that's damn man, what's wrong with this nigga?
No, mix is 50-50.
No, it ain't. Who said that?
It's supposed to be closer to mix.
A mix is anything that's not full blooded.
It is what it is.
I'm a dog.
I got called that as a kid. It's like, boy, you a mutt then.
Have you heard that song?
I'm a dog. I'm a dog. That.
No, it's an R&B song. It's a slap. It even got a remix with Chris Brown.
I ain't heard that.
It's hard. Check it out. I'm a dog.
No. So all of those variables, and some people salty because she getting the bag for it. My thing is, not you, but people who are on the internet bashing her are helping her go more viral.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I scrolled that shit at work all day today, and probably every 5 to 10 videos was something about her. If it was a stitch with her on, it was on TikTok. Excuse me. Whether it was a stitch where they like show the video, then it goes to your video, and you would that. It was voiceovers. It was people kind of dissecting it like we are. Man, they making them pop more.
A lot of people don't realize. I realized that a long time ago. I was like, because I used to share shit and give my commentary on how this is whack.
You bringing attention to them.
Damn, but I'm sharing it and giving it more attention and spreading it. So like, but niggas don't realize that they quick to want to get off their hate for something. Man, you helping that shit grow.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's why I don't do shit like that.
It's better to just ignore that shit. That's
like
what make
scroll.
Ignoring shit to make it go away faster if you want the shit to go away.
Bruh.
You feel me? Or just, they always got a button to make that shit, hide it from my timeline. I don't want to see this type shit.
Yeah, now I will say, the girl that was next to her on the one not the one where she was like, they can't fuck, but the other one where they was on like a stage and the girl had on like red. That girl, she was darker skin, she was bad too. And she was killing that shit.
I think that shit is kind of goofy though when they book her somewhere and motherfuckers get up there trying to one up her. I think that's kind of whack.
Well, I don't know what caused them to be.
But if it's supposed to be a line dance,
it's supposed to be a group of people. Yeah, like the electric slide, you can't do it by yourself.
But it still just feel like, especially with all the hate she getting online, that motherfuckers just want to get up here and show this white girl that they can do it better. And if that's the case, that's like a rapper on stage and you go up there. Start doing your shit while it's like, that's whack, bro. Ain't nobody coming here to see you.
Parents have a real good marriage.
That's whack, bro.
I mean, I don't think that particular one was. I think they both got booked and they were just having a good time. Yeah, I'm not sure. But what really got started was when she did that video and can't nobody fuck with me. And motherfucker TikTok was in her, bro.
That shit. But, hey,
what do you think about it?
Shout out to that young lady, man. If I damn just posted a video of me doing a dance and that shit blew up and niggas want to see me come and do that dance, y'all don't be mad at me for that, man. I can feed my family because I just posted a video of me doing this dance one day. So what if I ain't make it up? Now, I ain't been following it close enough to say that she ain't never shouted out the person that did.
See, I don't know if she ever has either. I mean, if I go do the Tootsie Roll, do I got to go pay homage to the person who made the Tootsie Roll? If I do, if I do the robot, I got to pay homage to the person who made the robot up? Like, it ain't that deep to me.
If I start a dance on this show right now,
and somebody else do it and get famous,
and Beyonce do it tomorrow, and everybody down think Beyonce started it, I can't be mad because Beyonce ain't shout me out. Like, that's gonna look crazy. That's how that shit works sometimes. But nah, I mean, just like I said, and then I've also seen that people say she never gets that type of hate when in the events that she's booked at. People love this shit.
Clearly she getting paid to do it.
Yeah, they say, but it's only internet comments where people want to.
Man, the internet gonna hate on this shit. Yeah, they said she was slithering.
Oh yeah, she do a couple of them damn moves. Do be kind of after you done seen it 50 times.
It look like slithering. Yeah,
hitting her with
with the head move.
With the Chris Tucker or some shit. I don't know what you. Hey, shout out to her though. I ain't mad at it, man. Like I said,
get that bag.
In the world with so much content drops, where everybody it's a new dance challenge every day, and a million people post their version of it. If somebody just made that shit look cool content and it made it work for them, you can't be mad at that, bro. They get in the gym and work on the next dance move or something.
You gonna pay me $6 to got there, slither on stage? I got
all
you.
I know to tell, I get on there. But what's your thoughts on before we get off that on how they doing the mashup songs like that?
I think that's kind of cool because it almost crosses over for both fan bases. Because when I first heard it, I didn't know what the fuck. Like I knew it was Twista's beat or Kanye's beat.
Yeah, obviously that song ain't for our demographic.
Right.
The Morgan Wallen dude, I think it is.
And then I looked for the video because I thought it was an official remake before I realized it was a mashup. Like the dude, I don't know who the dude is, but
it be random people that's making these,
but
and then that be the viral sound that everybody is using.
I think it's cool though, and it's odd or not odd. It's interesting how it does match with the beat. Like it don't sound like if somebody said this is the official remix, I'd be like, I'm with it.
I enjoy it when they do that, man. Yeah. Hopefully, the original artist that they blending find some way to eat off of it.
I mean, it's like when they who blended Jay's Black Album with the Beatles' White Album. They called it the Gray Album.
I remember.
But that shit was fine. I think that was an official version.
Yeah,
but like that, or they when Jay did the Linkin Park joint. I forgot what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but.
I just feel like let
them get that money, baby.
And DJs do that shit all the time, and they mix shows and shit. I just feel the world is full of creative people. We see that shit every day.
And that just is what it is.
And feel free to use one of my songs and blend it like that and make that shit go up, so
take
everybody can try to figure out what this blend is and go find the original song. Like,
and run that bitch.
You feel me? I hope Twista is getting as much love off this shit as the white dude, because that song was a slap back when it dropped.
What?
That shit was a slap. Twista had his run now. Shout out to Twista, man.
Hey.
I think
he still hold the record, world Guinness record for the fastest rapper too. Like he lost it at one point and got it back.
First thing everybody every time they come up, hey, you know that nigga got the Guinness World Record
because somebody got it from him. He went and got it back.
He should be like, I don't know now, Mystical. I don't know.
Nah, it's a little different. Shake of it.
Mystical used to be fast as hell too.
Yeah, but I don't think he was saying no words.
It was a different type of. He would be fast, but he had. Twista had more words on his bars than he did. He had a lot of pauses, even though he was going fast. He paused.
Hey, Bus can rhyme fast too now. Not as fast as Twista,
but compared to them, I feel like Bus be saying the most nothing ass shit in the fast ass flow. Honestly, like I swear, that's always been that nigga gets so much credit for being this ill lyricist, but
you don't think he is? Or just
I don't think he's
fast?
whack, but I just feel like compared to some other niggas, I feel like he one of them niggas that's more deliberate. Some niggas is just flow and delivery is what is their thing that makes them stand out. It ain't always what they saying.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Extinction Level Event Part 2.
Hey, now I got that first ELE was stupid.
Shout out to Bus or Bus. Because I do a lot of things. Got to boom a lot of things.
Now that verse, he ain't really saying shit. You see Coco Jones recited? I know. You see Coco
like he killed it.
No, you seen what Coco Jones recited it word for word on TikTok?
Nah.
She ripped that bitch. I said, damn, man, don't you know all the words?
Shout out to Coco Jones. Man. She for the culture.
What you sound like Wayne?
She for
my
the
nigga
culture.
Coco? Shout out my nigga Coco.
Shout out my nigga Gucci. Hey, all right, so where we at now? All right, I seen this, right? We talked about Wiz Khalifa just dropped a new album last episode.
Yes, sir.
And he announced that he's going to be going on tour soon.
Just him or Currency? Or?
Now, that's what's interesting about it and made it, noteworthy.
Mm-hmm.
The two artists that he or whoever selected to go on this tour with him.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for it?
Oh, hell, some shit that don't match. Drum roll, please.
Sean Paul. Not there.
I know you're talking about. We both look like him right now.
Sean Paul and DaBaby on the Wiz Khalifa show. That is three completely different.
That might be I want some of your fan base and some of your fan base. But Sean Paul ain't. Do he still make new music?
Not that I know of. Maybe he does, but I can't say that I.
Okay.
Somebody thought it was a good idea.
That don't go together for me.
So you wouldn't be interested in seeing them three? Like if you just had free tickets, would you go see the show?
Free tickets? Yeah. I wouldn't buy them.
So you wouldn't?
Nah.
What if it was $5?
Yeah, I'd buy a $5 ticket. Okay. It had to be close by though.
50
for nosebleed or 50 for just?
No, just to be in the general admission. Everybody standing.
I do that. I do 50. Right. Yeah, I ain't going away to goddamn like Atlanta to go see it. He could be at the Balo Center.
Word.
Yeah, I ain't driving hours away to go see.
Y'all let us know y'all thought. We talked about that in a super early episode of this show, man. Subscribe to the tribe about how we feel about when artists when they pair
got the
on
match.
tour.
Yeah, it's supposed to match.
And like sometimes it works for each artist. For like, I'm gonna get new listeners out of your crowd and vice versa. But sometimes it just be awkward. Cause niggas come out and this crowd clearly ain't here for me,
right?
And they feel
like
damn,
nodding their head and they just kind of there,
and it just makes for awkward for the audience, awkward for the artists.
Yeah, it's got to be I don't know why, but Drake and Future that matched.
Yeah.
21 Savage and Drake that matched. But I mean, maybe it's because Drake is such a big artist. I'm not quite sure why. Not why he's a big artist. Why those match. But Sean Paul, Wiz Khalifa, and the Baby.
Like we were talking about throwing Rick Ross on that show with Bow Wow,
they don't even go together.
And all that. It's like, who thought
they ain't even the same generations of music.
What I'm saying?
That's not. Maybe he might have wrote some of that shit, but
they was early 2000. That's when Rick Ross first started popping off with hustling and all that shit, like 2005 and shit. Bow Wow and them was still dropping music.
But the people who were at that time, not now, the people who were listening to Bow Wow is not the same people back then who was listening to Rick Ross back then. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, they did. It was popping around the same time, the millennium. So I guess whoever did it thought that's what made it make sense. But
styles make fights. Those styles don't go together.
I agree.
Niggas who was listening to Ross was listening to Plies and shit like that. Them niggas wasn't bounce with me like that.
Yeah.
Them is not the same.
Sometimes that shit don't work at all, bro. Sometimes they pull it off. I don't know. What's y'all thoughts on that? Do you like to enjoy a variety of different genres or styles when you go to a concert? Like a festival type shit? Is that what you prefer? Because if you go to a festival, you're going to see a whole blend
but
of
you expect that.
Right.
And you can, like when I tell you, I've only been to Dreamville once. They had 2 stages, so like they weren't performing at the same times, but as this person, like when Big Sean was winding, I'm not saying literally at this order, but when Big Sean was winding down, then Nelly was coming up. So you could, even if you wasn't running to one side or the other, it was still variety and you could be vibing out in the middle of the field and blah, blah, blah. When it's a headliner and 2 co-headliners, it's one stage, you just confined to look, and it's usually not in the field.
Yeah.
So if I don't really want to hear I gotta fucking sit there till this nigga get done. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
give me the line.
It's interesting sometimes. That shit be different as hell. Like what we talked about it the first time, it was
something weird.
What was it? Nicki Minaj and Monica or some shit?
That don't go together.
Like, man, I thought
them totally different generations. Yeah, that don't go together either. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, and sometimes it just be random as hell. Bro.
Yeah, and then for me, in my opinion, I believe that if you're gonna have but co-headliners or whatever openers on your tour, you should maybe have 1 or 2 songs together, just so it kind of blends. So it's not your fan base. Now they're stuck looking at this nigga, and they don't fuck with him, or vice versa.
That would help.
Yeah,
that would help make sure the audiences are gonna align if you got music with the other artists. But I always find that interesting, man, when I see just random ass parents. Like, who the hell?
Yeah, you think about it. Like I said earlier, with the 21 Savage and Drake and Future, at least they had songs together also. So it didn't sound extremely weird. Yeah. Because okay, I done heard such and such with them 2 on it. Or I done, you know what I mean? So that might have helped. That's just me.
Don't hurt if they got songs together. But I thought that was interesting, man. Yeah. What else we got? We still currently in the culture. Subscribe to the tribe, man. Let's see. All right, Fat Joe starting a new podcast with Jadakiss.
I thought he already. No, he got not a Twitch. What is that thing called?
Some type of live.
Yeah, something.
But now he's starting a podcast. It's called Joe and Jada. So they're gonna be talking kind of like what we do here. But y'all watch this. Keep watching this one.
Don't worry about them.
But kind of like what we do here. Current events, hip hop shit, and they talk some sports and shit too. According to the description that I seen, you here for that? You interested?
Jadakiss got a cool ass personality. He funny as fuck. Like I fuck with his personality. He cool. At least what I've seen on TV. I don't know the nigga, but I ain't gonna watch it.
So you wouldn't check for
Not
it?
in a malicious way. I just got shit to do. But if I see clips of it, yeah, I'm gonna check for it.
So you don't think it's a good idea for them to
I think
try
it's
it?
definitely a dope idea, yeah. Because I think them niggas is cool.
That's probably how I should start framing these questions. If I just go off, if you gonna listen to it or
Yes.
you gonna watch
Well,
it, you
Skillet
always
be
gonna be
watching
like,
it.
I don't got time for that shit.
Skillet will not be
That's
watching.
gonna be your answer for most of this shit if we just leave
Oh,
it up
my
to
man.
it. I don't got time for that shit, man. I'm old.
Nah, I got shit
That's
to
your
do.
favorite line. Oh well, I'm 40, sir. I don't watch that shit.
I got shit to do. I got to edit and shoot.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I think it's a dope
busy,
ass
man.
idea though. I'll just say, I think that's a dope idea. Cause I remember when Fat Joe did the goddamn, he licked the bottom of the sneaker like that's how fresh them bitches was.
Yeah, that
It's
was
a little
wild.
weird,
That was
but
wild.
that let me know he had a personality.
Yeah, that was wild.
Jadakiss has a dope personality. So I think it's a good meshing of the two.
I remember when that nigga was on MTV Crib years ago talking about
Fat Joe?
he buy a brand new pair of white forces every day and never wear the same shoe twice and shit. I'm just like, this
No,
nigga,
that's stupid. I don't
that's
give a fuck
too
how rich I
damn-
am.
He was trying to
Motherfucker.
sound like a baller on TV. That's
Yeah.
dumb as hell, bro.
Yeah, but that nigga sneaker collection stupid though.
Yeah.
But I'm with it. I fucks with it. Cause Fat Joe's from the Bronx, and then the Locks is from Yonkers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I fucks with it.
Why, yo, we did it again.
You stupid.
Yeah.
You like the idea?
I ain't mad at it. Like you say, Jadakiss, man, he's a definitely entertaining anytime we get a chance to see him outside of just on a song.
He a character.
He definitely entertaining. I think Joe is entertaining.
Yeah.
That show that we referenced just now that he was doing before.
Yeah, I thought he was still doing it.
I don't know if he is or not. And when he come on other people's show as a guest, he tell interesting stories. Sometimes they say Joe be lying. Sometimes he'll tell a story and then some of the people referencing the story be like, that ain't exactly how it went, but
Oh,
shout out to my
the gas
nigga
and
Joe.
shit. Okay, fair enough.
Then they be putting a little sauce on it for the episode. But yeah, man. I mean, I would check it out. Like you say, man, I ain't as busy as you, but I don't have time to check out everything.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot
But
going
I
on
do
in the
think
world.
I would check it out though.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
see what they talking about on there, and you know what I'm saying. I do think it's a good idea. It's worth trying to see
Yeah.
if it stick, because obviously Cam and Mace doing their thing for a couple years now. Wallow and Gilly. There's a lot of niggas out there that's been thriving for a while now and
Yeah.
still relevant. And some niggas had a little moment and then fizzled out. But
Who would you say fizzled out?
shit, I mean, Drink Champs definitely has declined from how that used to be a must stop for everybody, and
Yeah.
it ain't what it once was.
I think Nori started getting too drunk.
The Mal Hoffa joint,
Oh, the barbershop joint?
it was popping for a while, and now
It
it
fell
seemed to falling off.
Falling off or just not on fire like it
Nah, they done took a hiatus. you
Oh,
know?
damn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know about that.
Who else, man? It's really a few, man. There's a lot of podcasts just had a hot moment, and then I don't know if niggas, the success from the podcast make them go do other things, or if they just get bored with it, or who knows. But
I don't know.
in that space, it's been a lot over the years since that's been a thing that have come and gone. But some of them still
Yeah.
around.
I think podcasting has been around for a minimum of 10 years.
Yeah.
So,
But this space here of the visual podcast and that being like the new form of media that people are doing versus the radio runs and shit when they got shit dropping. Nowadays, niggas gonna go to $1 million worth of game, you know, and then the one, like I said, the ones that still popping.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah,
I mean,
man. Shit. I mean, we'll
Do you think
see.
though? Not today, but we got to do that topic. Do you think the era of new podcasts is over? We ain't got to talk about it today. Like on that scale, not on our level, but like
I think it seems to be trending more towards the streaming. The people are getting into the streaming and shit. More artists are saying that they gonna do that instead of the podcast thing, to just have I log on here for a couple hours and just interact with these motherfuckers live.
you make it sound like they be all reluctant. I guess I get on this bitch for a little bit.
I mean, unless the niggas who ain't really like streamers, who
Oh,
just
yeah, playing
trying
video
their hand
games
at
and
it.
shit like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I said, rappers and shit. Like Kodak Black bought some streaming equipment and
For
started
real?
sitting there playing the game and talking to his fans live. So I feel like it's trending more towards that way. I don't think it's all the way over with, but
Do you think it requires a?
it's saturated.
Oh, what hell? Everything's
It's
saturated.
saturated, bro.
But do you think it requires a built-in fan base, like if you're already kind of popping or a celebrity or an artist, or to really make it work, or it kind of just depends on the person's personality?
Definitely depends on the person's personality. Depends on what type of content you're doing, and presentation obviously always matters.
Yeah, it gotta look cool too. Yeah.
They got to have some type of cool aesthetic.
Yeah.
And how it's presented to people.
That's fair.
All that matters.
I can't watch no
I
nigga
know,
play
like,
video games.
when we was trying to find a title for this show.
Yeah.
Shit, it was just like, damn, most shit, you trying to think of dope shit to name a
Somebody
podcast,
got it.
is one that's already out there called that, whether you ever heard of it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's podcasts that only did 10 episodes and never did another one, but they still on platforms because it don't go away.
Nigga, sometimes they have a fire ass name
What?
nobody can't never use because you had 10 episodes in fucking 2013.
Bro, that's what I tell people. When people be like, yo, Skid, I want you to shoot my podcast, I'd be like, Google the name of it first.
Yeah.
Because if not,
Because
it just get mixed up in the rest of it.
Niggas love using something that's already out there, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, so you only hope to be local because this shit blow up, you're going to have to get a new name.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
Some niggas don't got high hopes.
Ain't nobody got this name, A Tribe Called Culture.
Tribe Called Culture.
Hey, I'd be like, people be like, yo, I watched ATCC. When I first seen it, I was like, what the fuck is ATCC? And I had to look at it, I was like, oh, A Tribe Called Culture. That's fine. I ain't never thought about this shit.
Shout out to the tribe members, man.
Hey, I appreciate y'all coming up with the acronym or the abbreviation.
So, all right, where we at? All right, so
What you got?
I've been purposely avoiding
Oh, shit.
mentioning Kanye
Yeah.
on this show the past few episodes.
Because he been on here a lot of
If we damn just noted everything this nigga has done, especially this year, it'll take up too much time. We ain't got time for all that.
What the fuck
man.
you finna ask me about this nigga, man?
So it was reported that obviously this nigga been acting lately like he's off the deep end. I think we all can agree.
we not gonna
Most
talk
of
about
us
his
can
cousin
agree.
thingamajig.
Nah, no, we ain't gonna talk
Okay,
about
thank God.
But yeah, as an accumulation of all this since the Super Bowl and the
Yeah.
Grammys red carpet with his girl naked and all the countless shit on Twitter and the weird songs and shit, this nigga's clearly having some type of meltdown,
Yeah,
breakdown.
he ain't promoting shit
or
right now.
Crash out,
Yeah.
however you want to
Yeah.
word it. So now, it seemed like that shit, if it has been intentional, right, it seemed like it ain't working the way it has always worked for him. Like, people are over it at this point.
Okay.
If it ain't been intentional, and what I'm getting ready to say is alluding to that it ain't been intentional.
Okay.
So it says that Kanye's team is preparing to sue the celebrity dentist that was supplying him with the nitrous oxide shit. And now they arguing that because he got him addicted on that, and he been going off that for years now, that it's done caused him emotional personality disorder, all this other shit. It's done caused him financial business deals. It basically has just destroyed his. How did it say? I think I noticed some of how they worded it. It says, the doctor's improper and excessive administration. Them some words for your head, nigga.
Hey, spell that. Huh?
Improper and excessive administration of nitrous oxide caused neurological.
Laughing gas, yeah.
Yeah, neurological, physical, psychological, emotional, and financial harm to Kanye.
See, I knew what the gas was called. Laughing gas. Huh?
Yeah.
That nigga crazy. Go ahead.
But yeah, and then they also alleging that this doctor attempted to seize control of the Yeezy company while he had Buddy drugged out like that. Similar to what they say people was doing to Michael Jackson and shit late in his career.
Does it say roughly when that started?
When the nitrous shit started. Now that, I think we talked about that on the show when them rumors first came out, when they was allegedly saying that. But I think at first Kanye's side was trying to downplay that, like that's just rumors, they bullshit. But then since Kanye been crashing out, he's mentioned himself that he be on the nitrous. And now it seems like, I don't know, his team, here's one theory.
Yes, sir.
His team could be like, all right, bro, you've been doing this shit your way with this crash out shit, right? And in the past, you've been able to flip that shit and make it work. But now it's really costing you a lot of money. It's fucking up shit. So I think
I
think we at the point of no return. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sue that dentist, right? And act like he got your brain just fucking fried, and that's why you've been wilding out. You feel me?
Okay.
Like, would that make sense to go that route if it seemed like we got to try to save face some kind of way here? Because you done said you sucked your cousin, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think his team and Kanye himself have finally come to the realization that shit ain't working no more. If we as the public, we have finally said we are tired of that Kanye shit.
I'm glad we finally
yes,
did, man.
I don't know why it took us so fucking long, but he been doing that dumb shit.
The same shit.
What's the album? Was it Life of Pablo? What's the album before Life of Pablo?
It's really since like Twisted Fantasy, he been having internet moments and rants on stage and shit.
Oh yeah, because that was the Finger in Your Booty with Amber. No, it was after that.
It was around that time when him and Amber split. Yeah.
But that was, at least there was something behind it. He wasn't just selling a sneaker and shit like that.
It's always been, let me do all this to try to promote what I got going on.
You think about it though. Now that shit ain't working when he's promoting something. If you notice, the last couple albums been compared for Kanye.
Now, he done sold some of them stupid ass shirts with the weird logos and shit.
That's what I'm saying. But if you really think about compared to the past, he had these promotional rants and crash outs, and he's selling the shit out these products. Even him transitioning to selling clothes out of a trash bag, them fucking moccasin shoes.
Yeah, man.
Nobody fucking with that. There's a few that's overly dedicated. We're gonna buy Kanye shit no matter what he says. But for the most part, it's definitely, especially black people, and no, black people are not the only people buy his shit.
Right.
If you notice, we kind of been like, all right, nigga, we done had enough of this. Finally, I don't know what the fuck took us so long.
I've been thinking that for a long time. But motherfuckers still, a lot of people that I'm cool with, you don't realize what Kanye doing, bro.
I realize he's a fucking idiot.
Like, all right, bro. How long are we gonna keep doing? So do you agree that this could be an attempt to try to spin that by his team? Like, all right, we're gonna blame it all on
even though that's been Kanye. And ain't no way he been on that laughing gas for fucking 20 years.
So you think that's just a cop out?
Yeah, I think it's a cop out. I think that's his way of being like, that's why I've been doing all this dumb shit, really.
But if it's true, would it make sense on how far he's taking it at this point?
No, because unless he was on that laughing gas shit I went to Iraq in 2010. That's when my Dark Twisted Fantasy came out, 2010, 2011. So unless he been on that laughing gas for 15 fucking years, hell
this
no.
crash out's never been this bad though, bro.
Well, I mean, you get more and more dramatic and demonstrative the more and more you're trying to sell and promote.
That's true.
I'm not saying that
you gotta always try to outdo the last time.
You make you think about the concert he had in Atlanta. Some people was like, they don't even know that was really him in that mask.
Yeah, I used to say that shit like,
hell, we might have talked about it.
See this nigga in a fucking mask,
and that might not be him.
Yeah, right.
He playing the music. So I think he just got to the point like, damn, none of this shit working no more. And like you said, fuck it, we're gonna blame it on this shit.
That's what it's saying like that.
Yeah. I don't believe it's been no laughing gas. I think he just pushed it to the limit, and it's only so far you could take it before people just like, we ain't fucking with this shit.
I think either theory could be true. That nigga could really have his brain fried because somebody took advantage of easily manipulated billionaire. And because, like I said, that's a lot of people say that's what was happening with Michael Jackson towards the end of his shit. You know what I'm saying? But it could be some truth to that, but I'm leaning more towards, this shit that you have always been able to make work for you financially is now, it ain't working and it's costing you money, and we got to try to save what we can of this.
I feel like he's treated his audience and fan base like a girlfriend. I'm gonna cheat on you. I'm gonna cheat on you. I'm cheating on you. We've been taking that nigga back. We was rocking with him. George Bush don't like black people. This motherfucker started doing that crazy ass. What the fuck? White Lives Matter and all that. We was like, nigga, he's still cheating on him. We just let him cheat on him. And we just got to the point, nigga, fuck you. We get a divorce. Basically.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully that makes sense.
I feel with you. I'm with you.
Can't cheat on your girl for so many times. She gonna be like, I'm done with you.
Exactly. Shit. If you got some sense about you.
Your fan base has broken up with you, Kanye, and you lost like a motherfucker. I mean, scrambling like hell.
That's what it's saying like, dog. It's saying like, yeah, man, this we done seen this play out too many times. We over it. And
I stopped being a fan at Life of Pablo. That was it.
I stopped before that. What I say, 808s?
No, I couldn't make 808s because
for me, 808s.
That's after. That's before what?
I liked College Dropout, late registration, graduation, 808s. That's as far as it go for me. After that,
you fuck with my Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Not really.
Okay, fair enough.
I know a lot of people say that's his favorite. That was Pete Kanye.
The best Kanye album is probably Late Registration. No.
Graduation.
Yeah, Graduation probably his best album.
But I really like the direction he went on the 808s and Heartbreaks.
I wasn't mad at it. That birthed all this auto-tune shit.
I really wasn't crazy about Watch the Throne.
It was cool.
I wasn't on.
It wasn't amazing, but it was cool.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Y'all let us know what y'all thoughts on that. If they full of shit, they just trying to clean up what's left of this mess that he done made, or
if he just shut the fuck up and be rich and go sit down somewhere, he'll be fine.
Right.
He worth like, even with the debacle of the Adidas, he's still worth like $800 million.
Yeah,
just chill, be rich. Shit.
Tripping, bro. Tripping, dog. All right. In other news, subscribe to the tribe, man.
Absolutely.
BMF.
Hey, season 4?
BMF season 4 coming back in June. Some people felt like they was
promotion.
Felt like it took a dip in season 3. I recently went back and rewatched season 3 to familiarize myself before the season 4 started. I didn't think it was bad. June? I didn't like the over the top gangster stud character.
Oh yeah.
What was on the Henry or whatever? I didn't. That was kind of lame to me. But
you like her character or the story behind her?
I ain't like the character, how over the top she was, or really the storyline. But I guess I wasn't mad at the storyline behind it. And her dad, he was all that.
Old school OG. Yeah.
But yeah, she was just kind of over the top for me.
Okay.
And some of her just unnecessary scenes that really ain't had nothing to do with the storyline, where they just trying to paint her as just a despicable motherfucker. Yeah. But
her messing with the cop and shit like that.
It wasn't as strong as the previous season with the Lamar character, and I seen he coming back in season 4.
That nigga's supposed to be dead.
Nah, I remember instead of killing him, he thought he got rid of him by turning him into a crackhead.
Yeah, he turned to a fiend.
Obviously, that ain't just a nigga a crackhead to kill you faster than a nigga that ain't no crack.
They got super strength shit.
So yeah, I never thought that was a good tie-in to that character in the story, but
well, I mean, the real Lamar ain't dead either, so.
Yeah. So, and everybody was talking about that too when that season was on. Like, if this is based on that dude, he never died. So.
Right. Yeah. So he can technically die.
But I am excited to see how they gonna bring his character back into the storyline. Because he definitely was a standout for what made the show lit in the first place.
I enjoyed it. I just don't, I think, was it last? Yeah. I feel like the pacing was too fast last season. Like that
was the Atlanta shit going on.
Yeah, like they got to Atlanta way too fast. I don't know what it was in real life, so it is what it is.
It was season 3.
I'm saying like in the real story compared to, like, I don't know how fast their operations and this nigga, they all moved, not all, but Meech moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So it just, for the cinematically, the pacing was very fast. They in Atlanta, they got operations going, they running shit, they in the strip club killing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, God damn, now this is going really fast for them to have just got to Atlanta. All this shit popping off. So, but I enjoyed it. I agree with you. I think the first 2 seasons were better, but I wouldn't say season 3 was a dud.
So you still interested in watching season 4?
Yeah, I'm about to re-up my stars. I had cut it off. I got to not rewatch. I got to catch up on Kanan. I ain't watched none of the new seasons. Kanan, you don't been watching?
I ain't really.
You don't fuck with Kanan, right?
I don't think it's a bad show. I done seen the episode of it.
It's fire.
The
clothes fire.
I ain't never kept up with it.
Yeah, Raising Kanan is probably the best spinoff outside of Tariq's story.
Word.
Yeah, because Tommy's story is cool. What's the other spinoff?
Ghost.
Well, Ghost is technically Tariq's story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was cool. I feel like it's another spinoff. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed I do like.
I'm definitely gonna watch the BMF season 4. I hate that what we know in real life, if 50 Cent and Big Meech done fell out. I guess all of this shit was filmed and planned before.
Usually it is, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
you think it's the end, or you think? I think it might have been a little bit of promotion. Just being honest. Now that the show's still coming back.
I heard people have that theory too. It could be, but I don't know. He been going so crazy on that dude. I don't see how Big Meech would ever agree to just have you humiliate me for months on your platforms just so people will watch the show again.
Yeah, that too. I mean, before the drama started happening, we assumed it was coming back anyway. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, I ain't gonna let you just. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been locked up and I want this bag, but ain't but so much bag you can talk shit about. Yeah, I mean,
they putting super stain.
Yeah,
on that, man,
you got me looking like a snitch.
It's really a shame that Big Meech has been held in such high regard in the culture for all these years to the rap community. And now he finally come home and he don't get to get none of that love that the culture's had for him all the years.
I don't think he really snitched.
Declared a snitch.
You think he snitched for real?
I haven't followed the story enough to know if it's paperwork proof that he have, but
I mean, the nigga been in jail for 20-something years, ain't it?
Longer he been in jail for a while.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't mean he didn't snitch.
I don't know if you snitch, ain't you supposed to get less than 20 years? I don't know. I don't deal with you with. I'm a civilian.
If you had a bunch of life sentences and you only had to do 15 to 20, then I guess it just depends on how serious your charges was. If they was putting bodies and shit on them that have dropped amongst, him running that organization, I don't know. But
I have heard stories that...
I hope it ain't true.
Shit, me and you both. But I mean, I've heard stories that basically... I don't know how true it is. I'm a civilian, y'all. But subscribe to the tribe. They say supposedly he took a lot of charges for other people, like his family members and stuff like that, so they wouldn't get no time. Like I don't know how true it is, but
I don't know. I can't say can't confirm or deny those allegations. Nah, but yeah, man. Hopefully, I would love to see them find a way to patch that up and keep the show going so we can get the rest of the story play out. Because it seems like shit gonna get crazy in this season 4, and I would hate for them to just leave us like a lot of shows have over the year. Like, damn, I wanted to see how they tied it all up, man.
So let's do a little quick off subject. Do you like when shows just go off, or do you like it when they say, hey, this is the last season, and they kind of put a bow on everything?
If I'm a super fan of the show and I've been keeping it up with it for multiple seasons, I would prefer to know that it's ending after this season than to just have you hanging on the edge of your seat and then watching that season finale episode and like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen next. And then all of a sudden they like, shit ain't coming back. You're like, what the fuck?
Well, see, okay, the reason why I asked that partially because we're talking about the Power Universe and all that. But then, did you watch Insecure?
Hell yeah, that was my shit.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Mine too. I didn't like the last season. I felt like it was gratuitous. Like, it wasn't really tied to, like, it wasn't chronological. It was like, this episode, skip fast forward, this episode. And I just felt like, damn, you done tricked us.
Yeah.
So
that wasn't my favorite season.
See what I'm saying? I felt like what Kobe do his last season? What's that shit called?
Farewell tour.
Yeah, I felt like it was a farewell tour, but the story wasn't really about shit.
Shout out to Kobe, man.
Hey, one of the groups. See what I'm saying? So I don't know. I do want an ending though as well. I'm about like, yo, I want an ending. Don't just goddamn.
Yeah, man. We know his real life story is so crazy. There's plenty of material there.
Yeah, get him locked up or something. Shit.
I will also say too, I don't feel like it need to be so much emphasis on the mama and dad storyline and her with the doctor and all that. Who cares, bro? Niggas ain't watching the show for that storyline.
But you gotta. It's called character development, so we gotta know more about them.
Yeah, it gotta be more than just the dope boy shit. But I feel like you can show a little bit, but they get them like a lot of scenes in each episode.
Knocking down old girl and vice versa.
Who the hell cares about this part?
Yeah, the real fans is not watching for the side story.
Yeah, I'm so like whoever Big Meech and them when they originally signed on for the show, like make sure you tell the story about my mama and how she was like. They don't give a damn if that part was in there. Like,
hopefully they wouldn't even know that type of stuff.
Yeah, man, that's wild, man. But I'm definitely gonna be interested in checking for that when it drops. Supposed to drop in June.
Yeah,
that was my shit, man. That shows. That and Snowfall, like
I still ain't watched Snowfall. I got to get into it.
Snowfall.
I heard it wasn't as good.
I'm thinking about restarting that bitch from the top.
Well, see, I've been hearing that once R.I.P. John Singleton passed away, that those followers it was kind of. Is that true?
Not for me. I feel like
if it was still the same quality.
I feel like it was a dope show all the way through. I feel like by the time he passed, the show was already established enough. They had enough to go out for to keep that shit lit. I feel like, not to say that his imprint wasn't still felt on it, like they never needed him.
Right,
he got the shit going. Yeah. But nah, man, that show was definitely one of the ones for me. I hated to see that go off because that shit was just so dope. I heard that this getting a spinoff coming.
Snowfall?
Yeah, with the Leon character who was Franklin right hand.
I don't know who dead or who alive, nothing. I just know Franklin said, I ain't never seen that.
That's right. You just said that. Well, it is supposed to be a spinoff coming with the Leon character
like a prequel?
And his old lady sequel. Like, that shit was really in the crack era in the 80s, and I think this one is more during the 90s, like the next decade.
The heroin and all that.
Whatever they consider the 90s era, I'm not sure. But it definitely, it was more so based in the 80s, and this was supposed to be what happened after that with some of the characters. But yeah.
I feel like that about The Chi. Like I feel like The Chi slept on.
I was watching The Chi the first couple seasons. Nah, I fought with it. I just kind of I got behind on it and never went back. But I do plan on going to catch up because what they in like 6 or 7 seasons?
I don't know. I stopped watching it. Did you get to the season where that big time you could tell he used to be a dope boy, but he's like a mayor or something, and he adopted the kid with the braids is like best friends with the other the 3 kids.
I didn't get that far. Yeah, but I know who you're talking about though. Word, man. But y'all check out that BMF season 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely chase. You said June, right?
June, starting in June. All right, so I gotta play a clip so we have some context for this next one.
All right, let's get in the mic. Hey.
Has fucked the game up. The festivals has fucked up the festivals, no disrespect, has fucked the game up. The festivals has fucked up the ecosystem.
Fucked up the rap ecosystem. So we talk about
rap ecosystem.
It's fucking up the rap ecosystem, but it's helping every other genre is getting helped by festivals. Clubs fucked it up, and then you say the festivals added onto it for rappers. When Roddy said, "Hey man, I get 400,000 a show," it's like when last time you put out a record? Yeah, you might have got 400,000 when you had the box. Now I need another record.
Yeah, but not only that, you got 400,000, but that's for Rolling Loud. That's not 400,000 for you to do a show. The price is fucking it up. So you got rappers that's like, I get 85,000 a show. Yeah, because you're one of fucking 60. How much money can you pull in on your own?
What's that hard ticket sale?
What's that hard ticket sale look like? And most artists can't sell hard tickets. Festivals, no disrespect, has fucked the game up. The festivals has fucked up the ecosystem.
So basically, in that clip, that was Ray Daniels. Shout out to Ray Daniels. He had a theory that festivals have hurt artists' longevity. He was saying that, you know what I'm saying, because you can go there. Basically, I think what he was trying to say was that artists' ego get inflated when they perform in front of all of these people who are here to see a complete lineup of acts. They're not all here to see you. So they go out there and they have a big show at Rolling Loud or something, and then they think that they can charge based on that type of shit but what he was saying is you're not pulling in that type of audience
By yourself,
and crowd if it's just you on the bill. And I guess he was trying to say that kind of hurts how long artists can last in the game in today's era. What's your thoughts on that?
I agree and I disagree. I agree that the festival crowd is not, for most artists, is not what they could. Okay, I hate to always reference the one Dreamville I've been to, but Big Sean performed, Nelly performed, Tiana Taylor performed, obviously J. Cole performed. If I'm not mistaken, 21 Savage came out. Outside of Cole, none of those are. If we say, let's use the Battle Center for it, or Bon Secure, whatever. Out of all of them, those 5 or 6 artists I named, can any of them sell out the Bon Secure Center by themselves outside of Cole?
Probably not.
That's my point. So I do get I'm not saying those particular artists that I mentioned have egos, but I could see somebody being in that lineup being like, shit, motherfucker, that bitch was rocking. I had the whole goddamn, I don't know how many people was out there, but this whole thing full. And not realizing, well, motherfucker, they not just here for you. I'm just using Big Sean as an example. If it was Big Sean to have that ego, nigga, they also here to see Tiana Taylor. They here to see Nelly. They here to see 21 Savage. They here to see J. Cole.
Facts.
Not just you. So I could see the wrong artist. Yeah, I can see the wrong artist.
Go to the head.
Yeah, hell yeah. Boy, this whole motherfucker rocking. Nigga, they're not just here for you. Yeah, I can see that.
I see what he was what he was describing. I feel what he's saying, man. I can see how it could kind of hinder just as far as inflating the ego if that's the angle he was coming from with it. It can also help an artist major being on one of them festival stages, but I'm not sure if it affects longevity.
No, that's the other part. It don't affect longevity.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Unless you just get out of pocket with your ego and just fuck up the whole bag.
I had to re-listen to the clip, but I'm not sure if it affects longevity.
No, because you can't really dilute your fan base by doing festivals. I don't think it has anything to do with your longevity, but I do think having the wrong ego can fuck that bag up.
Yeah. Trying
to do hell, like I said, the Battle Center or something of that magnitude by yourself. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, next topic. So Complex released a list of the best rapper and singer duo of all time.
You want me to give mine?
Who would you say?
Ja Rule and Ashanti.
That's what they said. That's what they.
Oh, it is. Hey, this old nigga know something, baby.
Complex declared Ja Rule and Ashanti as the best rapper singer duo of all time.
They probably got the most duets together too.
It's not. How did they word it?
I don't know. You tell me.
They also limited their list to artists that have made at least 3 songs together.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the other thing. I can't think of that.
And the list is 2 solo acts that came together, not acts who started out as a group. Yeah. So they got Ja Rule and Ashanti at the top.
Number 1,
They got Kendrick and SZA at number 2.
Okay.
They got
that's not bad.
Ludacris and Usher number 3.
That's an Atlanta thing. I ain't mad at that.
They got Drake and Rihanna 4.
I think Drake and Rihanna would be 2.
They got J. Cole and Miguel 5.
I think that's just because they were kind of in that same Double XL freshman class kind of. I know Miguel is not a rapper, but I think they were just that ushering of that era together.
They definitely got some slaps.
Together. They got
Lil Wayne and T-Pain is at 6.
Hell, that's Lil Wayne in every damn thing of why you bullshit.
Arguably.
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I mean, they go together. I mean, they're married, but I'm just saying, like, they go together. Like, they supposed to make music.
Snoop and Uncle Charlie Wilson. They got some slaps.
They
together,
do,
bro.
but that's a different. I think that's a different generation of fans.
They definitely deserve to be on the list.
Oh, yeah, they should be on the list.
Yeah. Future and The Weeknd.
I don't even know no Future in the Weeknd songs.
They got songs together. But I'm not.
But that way, hell, you could do Drake in the Weeknd.
They got Drake and
Party Next Door.
So yeah, Drake on this list twice. Drake and Rihanna, and then Drake and Party Next Door.
Yeah,
so you agree with their number one?
Yeah, I said it. I didn't even. This is not me being pretend. You ain't send me that list. I like it's Ja Rule and Ashanti. They got the number one spot. Yeah,
they definitely had a run and sounded great together on their timeless songs.
Them is multi-platinum hits that they got, and like for multiple albums.
This wasn't part of this question, but I'm gonna ask. I've seen some people say, growing up is realizing Ja Rule got a better discography than 50 Cent.
It's comparable. The only reason why people don't give him his props is because he lost the battle and because of Get Rich or Die Trying's cultural impact.
So you think that's arguably true?
I've been listening to Ja Rule the last few days as well as all that. I'm not saying it's better
people
than 50,
forget, man.
But it's comparable.
People do
it's
forget.
minimally comparable.
I think he got more timeless songs than...
Yeah.
Because, see, this how when we comparing rappers' catalog or artists' catalog, right? Sometimes we basing, the strength of this catalog is how big them song was when they came out. But when you go back and listen to I Take You to the Candy Shop,
I don't play that shit.
You don't want to listen to that shit versus I'm not always there when you come.
That'd be right.
He got some shit that still sound like
Nigga, I was rocking to that. Dealing with you. I know you miss my love. I had that shit rocking for the last couple of days.
That nigga Bobby Brown doing the most in that video.
That list was a motherfucker, but that shit was fire.
That music video, that nigga was on fire, bud.
That shit, man, I posted on Facebook about the song with him and Ja Rule and Lord.
Yeah.
That shit, I was rocking to that. I was listening to Tupac. Like I said, I was listening to Tupac as well. I was listening to Pain. Man, people talk shit about Ja Rule because he lost the battle to 50. Yeah. But if you really go back and listen, man, from Vini Vici Vucci all the way up to
Vini Vici.
How have you said this shit? All the way up to is it Rule or 33?
Rule 336. Yeah.
Is that one? The only one that's
Pain is Love. That shit was
fire.
hard.
Yeah. People don't give him no props again because he lost. Yeah. I think when he started falling off, was it Blood in My Eye?
Blood in My Eye.
Yeah, he made that. Was it gonna clap back? Was it gonna clap back? That bullshit.
That's talking about how a lot of that shit coincided with the fact that the feds had came in on Murder Inc.
The taxes or the drug money, allegedly.
They were trying to tie it to some gang shit or whatever, and
so
they wasn't getting that same push after that no more. So after 50 Cent positioned himself to have the whole full machine behind him, and now we got not really much machine behind this. It's easy to make it seem like this nigga just had a sudden decline after you came out.
He didn't have an immediate
There was a
decline.
lot of factors that went into that.
And keep in mind, Ja Rule still was making albums and initially wasn't really responding to 50.
Yeah, because after the 50 Cent beef, he still dropped that I'm from New York.
And they were around. I'm telling you, him and Pac is the artist I've been listening to for the last 2 weeks, give or take.
This is.
Hey, goddamn, Kiss came on and ripped that motherfucker.
I used to hang with that. I thought that was Cool and Dre, so I used to always say, this is.
Hey, them niggas was goddamn. Them and the Runners?
Yeah, the Runners was doing. They had
killing
that run.
Shit. Yeah,
no pun intended, but
so people talk shit about Ja Rule, but if you look at it, after 50's first 2 albums, was his albums really like that?
Nah, it wasn't. Curtis was alright. That's the one that they had him do the contest with Kanye. It was straight, but after that,
I thought it was a massacre.
Nah, it was Graduation versus Curtis. It was both.
It was with the AO technology and all that shit on there.
It was both of their third.
It was a very popish album too.
I get money.
Yeah.
That shit was a slap.
Yeah. My cousin had a system. And he had like a Fast and Furious Honda joint, like a Civic with the what's the shit called on the muffler? Back then it'd be like spoiler. There you go. That shit, man. That motherfucking subwoofer was that shit had the back of my head vibrating, boy. But yeah, if you look at it, Get Rich or Die Trying. The Massacre is the second one, right?
Yo. And the Massacre got some slaps on
Yeah,
it too.
but after that, one and two was dope. The third one was cool. After that, what does 50 really have to stand on? I know that's not a popular thing to say. If you compare that to Ja Rule.
Some people argue Ja Rule only had like 3 albums before his decline.
That's probably his first. I don't want to lie. I got to look
We
at
just said
5, 4.
Vini Vici.
I don't know what order they go.
That was his first album.
Yeah, of
Rule
course,
336, Pain is Love. That's his
Temptation.
3-album run that people would tell you, yeah, it was fire.
Last Temptation?
Some people would say
That's
that
with
it
Bobby
started to
Brown.
decline. Yeah.
That's still one.
I
platinum.
like Last Temptation.
I do too.
Some
Yeah.
people would say that's
That's
when
one with the
its
cover
popularity
with the
started to
wings
die
and the
down.
two
Yeah.
Jesus picture head. What's after that?
And then after that was
that
the
Blood
Blood
in
in
My
My Eye, and whatever came out after that didn't get no push.
Yeah. They might be tied then.
But then you got also on 50 Cent, you got to put in their first G-Unit album, Beg for Mercy. That came out right after his first solo album. So you
And all the
definitely
hooks and verses he put on Game first album.
Some people would say you got to throw that on there too.
They say he wrote half of it. I don't know how true that is. That ain't none of my business.
But the thing about 50 Cent though,
yeah,
he definitely had a decline at a certain point with
I think he
his
had a
albums.
harder decline than Rule, or a more, but because his height was so high.
But I was getting ready to say is a lot of what made him and a lot of his best material that people who want to go back, like
So
you
other
just
people
saying,
should.
you going back and revisiting your Ja Rule,
Yeah, in the pop, yeah.
his mixtape run, which he really started.
Yeah, and Rule don't have no mixtapes like that.
Nah,
I don't
so
think he
yeah,
has
if
any.
you
Does he?
incorporate all the run of 50 Cent and G-Unit mixtapes when he was doing the Lil Wayne thing before Lil Wayne, getting on other niggas' beat and going crazy on it, and niggas rather hear the 50 Cent version, and they playing it on the radio.
Well,
and
I'm
shit.
just talking about commercially.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, commercially, because Ja Rule, he ain't have, if you adding in just their whole catalog entirely.
Yeah,
I said, a
Rule
lot
don't
of
have
people who
mixtapes
are
like that.
50 Cent big fans,
They'll say the mixtapes,
their favorite
yeah.
songs are going to
Yeah.
come off them G-Unit mixtapes.
Yeah,
as
I smell
opposed
pussy.
to-
Is that you, Ja? Yeah.
That type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but yeah, on this,
We've been listening to hip hop for a long time.
it just depends, man. Depends who you ask. I wouldn't be mad if you say Ja Rule catalog is better if you just going off.
I'm gonna just say commercially, Ja Rule's catalog is at least equal. I won't say it's below 50s, but I won't necessarily it's better. It's at least equal. Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we are at the part of the show where we do the sports segment. See, we got the jerseys on again today, man. It's still NBA playoffs and shit, so we're gonna discuss all that.
This one look young. This is not my team, but I seen the jersey. I thought it was fire.
Yeah.
I went ahead and grabbed it.
See, my whole the way I look at that, as long as it ain't an enemy of my favorite team, I wear damn near any jersey if it's fly.
Well, basketball is more flexible. Football, hell, I wouldn't wear y'all jersey. No, I'm lying.
I mean,
wouldn't
in
wear
all sports, I got a team that I
Zero
can't
wear
stand that I
Redskins
won't
jersey.
wear. Nah, hell no.
Okay then.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
man. It ain't just for football for me though. It's whatever sport
Yeah,
I get. You know
basketball,
what I'm saying?
because I'm not a diehard. I like the old guard of basketball. So that's why I ain't that pressed about it. But football, I would like, don't get me wrong, this sounds so blasphemous. I would wear a Michael Irvin jersey. He's probably my favorite wide receiver out of Jerry Rice.
Yes,
I'm not a hater.
I would never be caught wearing no gear from a team that's the ops.
Well, we only have so many people that's even in the Hall of Fame. We got Sean Taylor. Doug Williams ain't even in the Hall of Fame. He won the
That's
first Super
wild.
Bowl as a black quarterback. The only black quarterback that's even in the Hall of Fame is Warren Moon.
Darryl Green ain't in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but he ain't a quarterback.
Oh, I didn't know you was talking about quarterback.
Yeah, I'm saying the only black quarterback in the Hall of Fame is Warren Moon. But we got Sean Taylor, we got Darryl Green. No, Darryl Green's from Pittsburgh, ain't he?
Nah, he was a DB a long time for the Redskins, bro. This nigga ain't no real fan, bro.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I got you. We got
You
Darryl.
got to watch the games, Lord.
We got
That's
we
what
got Huff.
KG never be saying.
You stupid. Now we got Huff in there. Is it Sam Huff? I think it's Sam Huff. Cause my uncle got that jersey.
We got too many for me to say his name, you know what I'm saying? But,
Man, get the fuck out of here.
we ain't gonna go there. But
Can't get out the first round. But anyway,
hey, niggas had one hot season, had like they ain't have a playoff drought. Let's not do that, bro.
hey,
We ain't gonna do that
one
on this
hot
episode.
season. No hot one. Yes,
All
sir.
right, so NFL draft happened since last episode.
It has. Boo, 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 boo.
Notable moments from the draft is Cam Ward was the first pick to the Titans.
Yeah, is he good? I don't watch college.
Yeah, it was nice in Miami. It was nice in Miami. It seemed like they always had a hot start, and I don't know if it's his fault that the team used to sizzle out later, but he was like that in college. We'll see.
Did they do any significant bowl games? Not the toilet bowl, but like real bowl games.
I forgot what bowl they ended up going to because they went down there undefeated and then ended up losing like 1 or 2 games at the end. So that affects your bowl position and shit. That's how college football, like every damn game matters. It ain't, you don't have the flexibility of
even with the expanded playoffs.
Even then.
Well, the reason I asked that because back in the day, I don't know about now, but like certain bowl games were really significant.
Yeah,
some were
the Rose Bowl,
Cotton Bowl, Orange Bowl, shit like that. But some of the bowls was the toilet bowl. It was just consolation. You won a couple games going,
right?
So that's why I asked them.
Yeah, but he went first overall pick to the Titans. Shout out to Cam Ward. Travis Hunter went to the Jags.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm listening to reload. Didn't the running back go 4th or 5th? Alton.
Yeah, the first running back that almost won the Heisman. He was in their race with Travis Hunter.
What's the nigga name? Start with A.
Ashton Gentry from Boise State.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
He went to the Raiders. And then a lot of people thought the Giants was gonna go Shador, but they got Jackson Dart from Ole Miss. Well, he had some moments in college.
Is he black?
Nah.
He
had some moments in college, but that was kind of wild. And people not sure if that means that Russ is gonna be the backup now. You know, they signed Jameis Winston, then they signed Russ, and now they just drafted this dude.
I think the draft pick is going to just chill and kind of learn.
You think they'll roll
at least
Russ?
The first year, yeah. And then Russ is there, and then Jameis is for entertainment, eat a W, and if somehow
I never know what the Giants is doing, bro, because I don't know what's the point of you signing 2 veteran quarterbacks if you're going to use your first pick on the quarterback.
And then you let one chill in the wings until he develops. Because if you got 2 veterans, you don't have to push that young boy out there right away.
Yeah, and that's how they used to do it, but that ain't how they do it in today's era. They draft quarterbacks
and you play the first
year.
So I think they might be trying to go, like you said, the old school train of thought of, hey, we're going to allow you to kick it for a year, maybe 2, depending on what Russell and Jameis Winston look like, and then get your young ass out there. Because I think that's a better strategy. If I'm the
Giants, I'm rolling with veteran Russ until... If he has just a terrible performance or something, then I see what the young boy can do. I wouldn't rush to put him out there because, like you say, they better set up for success when they can sit behind the veteran and learn first. Yeah. But in today's era, they want we desperate for a quarterback. That's why we use our first draft pick on you, nigga. You supposed to be ready to go.
But see, I think it's a money thing, bro. Because you got to think by year 3, halfway through, damn near to the end of year 3, we got to know if you, as young people say, some shit or not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you got to think with quarterbacks in that first, say, 10 picks, we finna goddamn extend you, or you know what I mean? Because the first 4 years is guaranteed if you're a first rounder. And then if you think, specifically with quarterbacks, we try to, depending on the team, if you're prepared for it, we trying to start winning first, second year you in there. Which I get it, but I don't get it. Because, I mean, if you let the young boy sit and he develops into something, you got to think, when you're in college, bro, you're not playing against Aaron Donalds and Myles Garrett's and shit like that. You playing against other college people. Granted, yes, you have some superstar defensive players. Some are going to beat it. Yeah. But I'm just saying, versus I'm a rookie coming to the NFL, and now I actually am playing against some Myles Garrett's and some Aaron Donalds and motherfuckers like that. Yeah. Like, nigga, I don't know none of these plays like that.
It's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a different speed.
The game is different from college to pro. It's played differently. It's a lot of shit different about it.
We both have watched a million interviews. They say the speed is totally different.
I believe it.
Yeah, so if you, even watching for the sideline like Aaron Rodgers did for his first 3 years. But when you get in the game, that shit different. It got to be.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it, man. I would have liked to see them draft Shador there, but they decided not to. Whole world was sitting here watching like, damn, that's crazy as the rounds were going by and Shador's name wasn't called. Because I really felt like you said, you don't watch college football.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that too, your thoughts on that.
I feel like he was strong. So, if you don't know, he was drafted in the fifth round by the Cleveland Browns.
Lakers in 5.
My name is Cleveland Brown.
What you know about that show, boy? That's my shit. Sanders in 5.
Shout out to the nigga who used to watch the Cleveland show. But man, this nigga went to one of the worst destinations a quarterback
I hate that he went to Cleveland.
Bro.
I will say that. Cut y'all. I am very upset. Not upset. That's too strong of a word. It sucks that he went to the Browns.
I'm disappointed for him,
because
dog.
no quarterback besides Bernie Kosar has been anything in Cleveland.
Every
Go ahead. I'm
time
sorry.
they draft a quarterback,
They don't do shit.
Sizzles out fast.
Yes.
You never hear from him no more. Baker Mayfield
Is the one.
Is the only one, and he had to go to 2-3 other teams before he
Went to
found
the
his.
Panthers, some ass.
And then the Rams for a little
Some
bit.
ass. No,
and
they
then
weren't
he
ass,
finally
but
went to the Bucks and found the role that worked for him. But people thought he was done too. Like,
because it's
you
Cleveland.
do not,
I said I'm gonna be quiet.
You
my
never
bad.
want to see a quarterback go to Cleveland, dog. So that part, I'm just like, I'm glad somebody finally stopped playing and drafted him. I felt like that whole play was kind of a, we gonna humble this nigga because they taking the whole, him and Prime been saying the whole time leading up to it, they gonna take the Eli Manning them approach that my son ain't going nowhere but a short list of teams and this and that. And I feel like people, Deion's approach already rub a lot of people the wrong way in that world. And so it was just a perfect opportunity for them to say, we're gonna humble Deion and his son by dragging this shit out. I ain't like that shit, but I've also seen people saying that this was all orchestrated to make more people watch the draft and keep watching to see how long it was gonna take for. I mean, that could be true also, but that was disrespect, man. And to see like that man had, like I said, you don't watch college football, but that man had too impressive of stats in college for them to act like a 5th round.
Now, I will say this. I don't watch college, but I did watch, surprisingly, I watched a few of the Colorado games because I wanted to see what the hype was about. Now, I'm not saying I watched every team. I did watch probably 5 or 6 over the last 2 years. Yeah. I did watch about 5 or 6 Colorado games. He didn't look bad. I'm not saying, I will say this, and this is not the popular opinion. Did he look like the next Peyton Manning? No. But he didn't have the line and stuff like that. It was a lot of factors that went into it.
I was impressed with what I seen from him, man, because like he had Travis Hunter and was like one other solid receiver.
And that was it.
They didn't really have a running back too much.
Yeah, I did
running
notice
game
that.
to rely on. Like you said, that offensive line was horrible.
Hot ass, yeah.
So anytime the nigga can make a crazy freak play for a long touchdown or have multiple receivers with 100 yards, that was amazing because he was doing it like running for his life, getting body slammed damn near every play, and then kept getting up, standing in that pocket.
I agree with that, but keep in mind, technically, that's what Caleb Williams been doing for the last year, and that shit looked a hot mess.
That nigga got drafted overall 1.
No, what I'm saying is when you have to run for your life and just, for lack of better words, launch that bitch up and hope whoever your receiver is catch it. That's kind of what Caleb Williams did this past season, and that shit kind of looked a mess. I'm not saying Shador will be that.
You can't assume that that's what he gonna be or penalize him for.
Because of somebody else's.
Because he didn't have nothing to work with in college. Hey,
yeah,
if your numbers was there and you was one of the top college players, like Caleb Williams was coming out of college, that nigga went 1st overall. If you go back and compare Caleb Williams numbers and Shador, they probably weren't that much different. And this nigga, I just feel like he had the stain of being Deion Sanders' primetime son that we don't need this shit.
I agree with that as well.
At the end of the day, I don't need an NFL check.
I agree with that, but I do think, and people are not going to agree with this either, I do think Deion, as a household, overplayed their hand. Because Shador is not the same level of talent that Deion, and I'm not trying to talk shit about Shador.
It ain't many players.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's only players of all time, but defensively specifically, a fucking Lawrence Taylor is the greatest defensive player of all time. Deion is probably the greatest athlete of all time. Like that's what I'm saying. Deion to me approached this whole thing and I'm not mad at a black man being a good father because that's what he was trying to be. And so for somebody coming in, he just defending his son. I got a son too, so I'm not knocking it. You got a son as well. But all I'm saying is it did give off, I'm going to overplay my hand because I'm Deion Sanders, which is correct. But Shador is not Deion.
Yeah, I don't feel like that was the correct approach to taking this. I understand that that's their style. That's how they felt. They got the right to feel that way.
You can do what you want to do.
And don't nobody have a problem with it when the other color does it.
Of course. I think it's unfair that Deion got penalized or his son got penalized for it. But at the same time, the brashness came with Lonzo Ball, but he still got picked number 2. What was number 3?
I think it was 2.
Yeah. He got drafted number 2. So I think some of it is talent. Some of it is your mouthpiece. And that's not fair to Shador.
And Lonzo Ball was not that impressive in college as Shador was as a football player.
But that draft wasn't that good either.
Yeah. He benefited off
this draft wasn't that good either, though. As far as quarterbacks.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I ain't like that, man. Then the whole, what's your thoughts on the prank call thing?
That shit was wild disrespectful. I don't like that shit.
Niggas do anything to try to catch a
videotape
viral moment,
shit.
bro. Yeah,
I didn't like
wanted
that.
It wasn't just enough to do it. You got to film me
And
doing
prove
it.
it,
Because they wanted to
I
clout
don't
off
like that because like that's wild disrespectful, and I don't like the penalty that the dad got. It was like $250,000, or the Falcons got like $250,000. But at the same time, how do you penalize somebody's son that's not your son? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like if my son do some wild shit, but I'm responsible for him, but my son don't work for y'all. So how do you penalize him when he don't work for y'all? See what I'm saying? Unless you fire me. And he's a DC. He ain't like some, not being funny, he ain't no special teams or no assistance coach. He's the defensive coordinator for the Falcons.
I ain't like that. That was whack.
Yeah, that shit was disrespectful as fuck.
This man rich, you could say
I don't give a fuck. That little boy, that son is not poor. Hell, his daddy's a defensive coordinator.
The biggest moment of this man's life.
Y'all playing in his face.
Playing around with him, talking about this the owner of the Saints. Just keep waiting longer.
Yeah,
like, that's whack, bro. I ain't like.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. But I mean, the son who did the prank call ain't broke either. His daddy's the defensive coordinator for the Falcons, so he's his daddy's at least $1 million.
Yeah,
not saying he's $50 million, but
I ain't like this shit.
Yeah, I ain't fuck with that shit either. That shit ain't funny.
I don't know how he even ended up getting dude a number, but that's whack.
They got it out of the apparently the tablet. I don't know if it's an iPad or a Microsoft Surface, whatever.
He got his information from some shit that the team had access to.
Yeah, because I think his daddy's
that's why you fined.
The team got fined, but the son didn't get no real punishment. That's why the team deserves a fine, because you got players' personal information where coaches' kids can access the shit. Yeah, they did. Negligence. They fined the Falcons which ain't shit to the Falcons. So that's fair to me. But ain't no real money because the son didn't get no punishment. I mean, I don't know what the dad did at home, but in the public side, around and make your dad be on the verge of losing his job because of this shit. You trying to be funny, little boy? You know what I'm saying? And I'm fucking fired. You know what I'm saying? Now you got your dad on thin ice for this shit. Hey, that's a punishment, huh? Hey man, this Falcons already suck. Y'all look, hey, you little niggas, look. Let me look directly in the camera at you little niggas. Guns and butter. Stop playing so damn much, man. Everybody ain't playing, bro. Take that goof ass shit and go on. So, hey, come on, bro. I ain't like that. No, I didn't like that shit. That man alone, shit's wild. I do hope that it all works out in Shador's favor, that he somehow in Cleveland, bro. Gets the last laugh at everybody, but damn, it's an uphill battle being in Cleveland, bro. It's an uphill and they don't battle, have shit to throw to except for Njoku and who you gonna throw it to? Myles Garrett? That's about the only weapon they got, really. And Njoku, he ain't even like he used to be. I don't know if it's been the quarterback play or what. And Shador ain't even the second. He's like the third string quarterback. It's fucking Flacco. Well, technically it's Deshaun Watson, but Deshaun Watson done. So it's Flacco. He ain't coming back. What's the second guy? He's like the third quarterback. Yeah. Well, we'll see how that play out. Shout out to Shador, man. Them folks try to play with you, bro, but you're going to get the last laugh, man. I think you really like that. I think you're going to have success in the NFL. We waiting to see how that go. But I hope it's good. We waiting to see how that go, man. All right, so shit, NBA playoff, man. We got the jerseys on. Damn, let's talk about it. NBA playoffs. Unfortunately, my team is one of the Lakers in five teams that not the right have been eliminated as of today. Lakers, Grizzlies, Rockets, Clippers, Heat, Bucks, Pistons, and Magic all were eliminated in the first round. Two of the series in the first round went to Game 7s. That was Warriors and Rockets, and the Clippers and Nuggets. And so now we in round 2. Well, your voice sound distraught, like goddamn, Lakers not in 5. That wasn't supposed to go like that, dog. I am surprised that y'all lost though. That wasn't supposed to go like that. Or if y'all was gonna lose, it's supposed to be in a Game 7. They just really let Ant do what the fuck he wanted to do. They didn't have no answer for him. Hey, somebody, if you vote with the Tribe, send me an Ant-Man jersey. That's what the fuck I want. They didn't have no answer for that dude, bro. I was like, damn. Then Rudy went out the last game. The 5th game. That shit ain't make no sense. That's not his norm, though. No, hell nah. No, Rudy is not an offensive weapon. He's a defensive guy. He ain't even that good in defense, truth be told. That shit threw me, bro. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, man. Lakers got eliminated middle of next year. Hey, Clippers got eliminated. So yeah, now we in round 2, man. Anthony Edwards arguably been like the most outstanding player in the playoffs so far. You know what's funny though? I think it's only because of the people he's been beating. Because all jokes aside, if we want to keep it 100, that Dallas series of last season, now I did watch those games. He wasn't killing like that. He was having a very hard time scoring.
You said last series?
Last season, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
And I know last year's last year. I'm just saying because people have been talking about he hanging up them pelts. He done knocked out KD last year.
This year ain't been different, but
he only played one team this year.
I'm saying this season for him, he's led the team in 3-point, not the team, led the league in 3-pointers this year. He been way more efficient.
Ant-Man is the next dude. He's the next face, not Jason Tatum. But some of that comes from last year. But if you look at it, when they played Dallas and Dallas went to the finals, he didn't look that good against Dallas. He looked tired.
But we talking about who's been the outstanding in the playoffs for this season. Not
for the 5 games, he that dude.
That's what my statement was. And during the first round, he been arguably the most outstanding player in the playoffs.
Ant-Man is the next face, not Jason Tatum. Ant-Man is like that. I like Ant-Man. I wasn't saying that to bash him because of last year.
He dope.
Yeah.
He definitely dope.
Only thing they got to deal with is they're playing Steph. That's probably going to be another. They gonna beat I believe they're going to beat the Warriors. That's just me.
I think the Warriors might get 2 games.
It ain't gonna be no sweep. Hell no. Yeah,
I think the Warriors might get 2. But the Warriors gonna have the same problem. Lakers, they don't got no size.
They got Draymond and Kevon Looney.
They play small, so
and that don't work against Minnesota.
Yeah, unless all them small players is hitting, which Lakers small guys wasn't.
They benched from what I saw. I didn't watch it, but I watched like 2 of the games. But as far as the stats,
Minnesota got
the bench didn't do shit.
Man. Mike Conley out there, Nas Reed, them boys got some. Yeah. They got some guys out there. They got bodies. So you said you got them getting past the Warriors.
I got the Minnesota Timberwolves going to the Western Conference Final. Well, hell, I ain't but one more series, but
okay.
Yeah, I got them. Wait, who else? It'll be them. I think it'll be. And who's Denver playing? Okay, OKC, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel like the experience of the Nuggets is going to beat OKC, but I think OKC is more talented.
So we got OKC and Nuggets. Yeah. The Nuggets are up currently while we're filming this 1-0. Yeah. Had a tight game last night. Yeah. We got the T-Wolves and Warriors. Yeah. They're going to beat the Warriors. They're starting tonight. Cavs and Pacers on right now.
And the Knicks got...
And the Pacers is up 1-0 on the Cavs.
And Knicks in Boston, right?
And Knicks in Boston. Who you got winning the
Pacers and Cavs? Yeah. I think for the whole thing, it'll be the Cavs. Because Halliburton is cool.
He been lit.
But he ain't Spider-Man.
He been lit.
He ain't Spider-Man.
He had a hotter last few games than old Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And then Knicks, Celtics, most people gonna say Celtics, Boston, but the way the Knicks them fought back from a 20-point lead last night, Boston was up 20, bro. The Knicks had a super fourth quarter, and then
I gotta watch the Knicks. I gotta get to watching the basketball shit.
That was impressive, bro. Like, Jalen Brunson, them guys, and Boston is so deep. Like they got so many bench players they can rely on and put in there that's gonna put up buckets. Like when them boys got up 20, I was like, oh yeah, Knicks ain't gonna be the
What Porzingis look like? I didn't watch it.
He left early.
He got hurt?
So he only played like 13 minutes and they said it was an illness.
Oh yeah, the boo-boos?
I didn't say, but it wasn't an injury, it was an illness.
Porzingis always hurt, bro. That's his only problem.
This one they said he was sick. He was trying to play through it, but he couldn't.
He tried to get his own flu game.
I guess he tried. He tried to give it a go, but they said, nah.
Well, overall, Porzingis has always got something going on. About like Embiid. Usually. I got a boo-boo.
He has been known for being.
Just run to the back, take a shit, and come on back out to the court.
Out there, he is a weapon, though.
Yeah, Porzingis or Embiid. Or both of them.
Both. Yeah. But Porzingis, who I was referring to him. Yeah.
The unicorn.
He out there. He a weapon, dog.
Yeah.
But
who you calling? Who you think go to the final?
I would want to see Knicks over Celtics.
For the fan base or against who?
I would want to see the Knicks
go against
the Celtics, and I guess they would have to play the winner of Cleveland and Pacers.
Okay.
And if they make it to that point, if they make it past Boston, I think they'll beat whoever win that other series.
I don't know if they could beat. Well, let me see who's Cleveland. Yeah,
I think if they can get past the defending champs, then they can beat whoever wins out of them two.
But I don't. Okay, you're saying if. Okay, fair enough. I don't think they will, but if by some miracle they beat the Boston Celtics, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Now, if Boston beat them like they expected to, I expect Boston to win the winner of
even against Cleveland.
Yeah, even though Cleveland has played Boston great this season when they play head to head, but I think once again it come down to just who got the deeper bench. And the boys got more guys they can rely on coming off their bench.
I fucks with it.
On the west side, OKC still is a favorite in my eyes.
I'm just scared of the inexperience, but the talent is there.
They there.
Yeah, the
OKC
talent
is
is there.
still the favorite in my eyes, but that boy Joker just here.
Jamal
Man.
Murray be like, yo, got 40, I'm going to give you another 30.
42 and 20 last night.
And like, fuck it.
God, that was
But he ain't
insane.
gonna score 40 every night. He gonna still have great numbers, but it ain't gonna be 40 every night. Not for 7 games straight.
He can. He's capable of it.
Not seven games straight.
If anybody could, he could.
I think he can give you 4 games, not straight through, but
I think if anybody could give you 740s, I think Jokic could. He's that dominant, I feel like.
oh, you might be right. Plus, his game ain't based on being athletic.
Nah.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he's
it's
that dominant,
cerebral.
bro.
Yeah, okay. I think
don't
it'll be
think it's
Minnesota, Denver, and Minnesota should beat Denver. And then it's gonna be Minnesota and Boston.
Minnesota, Boston.
I think that'd be cool.
I say, yeah. I say Minnesota. Minnesota, it'd probably be Minnesota, Boston. But who I would rather it be, Knicks. I would like to see Knicks come out the East.
Okay.
And for the West,
Okay, see, I want my SJ getting one. That'd be cool.
OKC. Yeah, I would like to see
I think that'd be dope.
OKC and Knicks, man.
I want to get
if
one
I
first.
had my
though.
way. If I had one wish.
I think it'd be dope though. And man, get one that everybody can be like, he's the face, because he don't want to be the face of the league, and he's so normal.
Yeah.
Nigga, stupid rich dealing with baby mama drama.
I love
and
it.
just normal
Every
as
time
fuck.
they just have a clip of him being
He just
himself
be,
the time.
he ain't trying to be cool.
Nah.
He just normal as a motherfucker. I fuck with
I
him.
definitely fuck with his personality.
Yeah.
I think later on when he done playing ball, if he did a podcast, I was
That should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Hell yeah.
Alright,
Yes, sir.
so yeah, I mean, that's that on the sports, man. We still second round of playoff, like I said. Unfortunately, my team ain't in it. We'll see what happens next year, what they can do to try to fix what went wrong there. Honestly, I feel like JJ inexperience showed a lot.
Yeah, you running the whole team for the whole second half?
Yeah, like what
Like,
type of nigga
that
think
nigga
that
gonna
you
take a
come
piss
on,
break or
man.
something,
Nigga
shit.
like 40 years old and he ain't gonna
Yeah.
sub. Like that's I feel
Old
like
niggas like me, 40 minutes?
that's basic shit that coaches should realize. I can't play the same players throughout this whole.
He did it like 2 or 3 games in a
Yeah,
row.
and then after he did that shit and we lost the game and they was asking him about
He
it,
got
then
mad and
he kept
walked on
acting
stage,
sensitive and
yeah.
doing like, I don't like this shit,
You gotta
bro.
eat it, nigga. You chose to do
And you the
it.
fucking Lakers
Yeah.
coach. So yeah, when they ask you questions like that, they pay you to be able to answer it without looking like a what do you mean, bro? Like,
Yeah,
nigga, you
so
heard what he said.
you gotta answer the bullshit,
Why didn't
man.
you substitute when y'all niggas went into the fourth
He
quarter
didn't
up
want to.
10? Like,
He didn't want to.
I ain't like this shit, man. But it's still Lakers over here, man.
Lakers in 5.
Forever, man. But shit, all right. Well, that wraps up the sports segment. We had on time. Yeah, we can ready to wrap it
Buck
on
40.
up.
An hour and 40 minutes. Excuse me.
We about to wrap it on up, man. I guess we'll go ahead and do the indie artist spotlight.
Okay.
Well, you killing the brr tonight.
Hey,
Well,
I heard
every word.
One more
this thing
again.
is- Yeah.
Because I ain't ready to, I don't feel like going to look for the sound effect, but I will.
Crazy, man. Give him the sound.
Yeah.
Give him one of Clue's bombs or
Hey.
something, man. Try one of Clue's bombs.
All right, I got you.
All right, indie artist spotlight. I'm gonna give it to lady named Big Psy.
S.A.I.?
She from around the way. SYY. That's how she
Okay.
spell it.
I fucks with it.
Big Psy. Y'all go follow her at big.syy. Big Psy on Instagram. Yeah, she pretty dope, man. Y'all go check out her music. Fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
Who your indie artist?
Monty Fetty, oddly enough, he had made a post. First time I really knew of his music, he made him and Ricky Tan had like a freestyle at Altunes in the studio, and I checked it. I said, "Oh, this nigga can rap." And then he made a post on Facebook. It was like, "Yo, I got some new music I'm working on. I want some honest, constructive criticism." I threw my hat in the ring. The nigga sent me like 4 songs. I listened to them. 2 of them was really like radio ready. One, I was honest with him. I said, whatever 2 it was, those are like, I could hear those on the radio. One was a good song, but it sounded like the norm around here. And the other one would be a really good B-side. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go and listen to this nigga catalog. So, you want me to do my super songs as well?
Yeah, if you
So it's off his album called Mont Sinatra. It came out in 2021. I feel like I'm late to the party. But my sleeper song will be the very first song, Problems Part 2. That bitch came on. I said, oh, what the fuck is this? I was like, I was invigorated. So yeah, Monty Fetty and my sleeper song is Problems Part 2. It's on streaming.
Shout out to Monty Fetty.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, he didn't know what he was getting into when he decided to get your feedback. You're an overly honest type nigga, bro. But if you ask for it, then you got to get one.
That shit fire, and it's a bullshit. That's the problem. Never mind, we ain't going down that rabbit hole.
Like,
yes, sir.
This man told me, hey, the album was fire, bro. I only skipped that one song. I was like, you could have just told me which ones you liked instead of telling me the one you skipped. Because that was an unsolicited. I ain't asked you what you think about it.
I didn't say it on camera.
Let me hit this nigga and tell him which song I don't like.
We're friends, so I can text you that.
Nah, I ain't mad at him. I'm like, that's skilly style, though. He gonna tell you what he don't like whether you ask him or not.
I mean,
if you ask him, he definitely ain't gonna sugarcoat it.
Bruh, you see that?
I respect that, though.
I was on...
that's your style, man. I respect it.
I was on Cold Beer Hot Liquor. They say...
Yeah, we laughed about it.
We talked about that shit offline.
They don't know who they are, but you gotta let them know.
I said about the podcast or the stuff.
Lighting, it's a bit warm here.
I told him from a technical aspect.
He doing all the damn, but he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't meant from a disrespectful aspect. I just don't... People don't realize that when I say it, I'm going to say it from the weird mind of Skillet. But yeah.
Nah, that's him. That's my dog. That's his personality. Hey. But yeah, if you ever ask this nigga...
Be prepared.
Be prepared. He gonna give it to you, bro. But nah, yeah. Shout out to Monty Fetty, man. Shout out to Big Si.
Shout out to Cold Beer Hot Liquor as well.
And shout out to Cold Beer Hot Liquor. Salute them, boy.
What's your
my sleeper song was... Sleeper song was off that Wiz Khalifa album that we talked about last episode. Yes, song called Top Down. I think got Ty Dolla $ign and I forgot who else on there, but Wiz Khalifa Top Down. That's my sleeper song for episode 32.
Gang.
Shit, without further ado, man. Non-negotiable. Dropped not that long ago, still going crazy, still dropping dope content for that. Y'all go check that out, spin that. If y'all already heard it, spin it again. Send it to somebody else, had on spin it.
And buy that motherfucker.
Buy that album, the vinyl. I just got mine today and was super excited about it. It's available on vinyl, a CD. If you're a nostalgia retro person like myself, definitely buy one, add it to your collection. But it's still non-negotiable season. May 31st. It's coming soon. I'm performing live with my boy Ty Graves. And boy, I should have had the rest of the details.
Church announcements.
Yeah. We'll let y'all know the deal. But actually, I'm going to send my brother flyer and he'll drop it right here when I'm saying this. But yeah, man, that's it for today, man. Episode 32 of your favorite show. Yeah, nigga. What's the name that said this ain't nobody's favorite show? Yeah, nigga. I ain't forgot. Nah, man. We appreciate all the members of the tribe been rocking with us 32 episodes in, man.
Oh, shit.
I go by the name Cartier Camo.
Your boy Skillet.
And this is
A Tribe Called Culture,
man. See y'all in episode 33 or something.
Peace.